Hello, hello. Welcome back, foolish mortals, or two foolish mortals. However you want to interpret that. We're back to do some more silly logic, find some more ghosts, and meet some more crazy children that definitely want to play horrible tricks on us. Or maybe we play horrible tricks on them. We will see. Yeah, we'll have to remember what we were doing last week. Because I was like, oh wait, yeah, what was happening in this game? I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure we can work it out and find a solution. I hope you all had a good week and are ready for some ghostly treasure that we now know is super cursed as well. So, we quit our job as the tax guy and all we got for it is maybe we'll find some cursed rock. Or maybe not. Maybe we will just die and the other ghosts will get it. So let's get back into it. So what we've done last time, if only my mouse cursor would be showing up, that's nice. Oh, I can see that it's visible on stream and it's not visible to me on my monitor, which is just amazing. I may have to quit the game and start it again. So just give me a second. Because yeah, it's gonna be hard to play the game if I have to stare at the stream window instead of the game, because that's the only place the cursor is. Good start to the stream. Everything's going on. Okay, I have the cursor now. I can see. And hopefully you can see the game and everything's fine. We've defeated the technology. Okay, let's load the game back up. Yes, we are here in the press office and we've just got the printing sheet, right, which we are planning to use as the spirit board. And I think what we're looking for is the spirit board, so we have that. A crystal ball and some tea leaves. Was that it? I think it was it. Like, we have our diary, but unfortunately our diary is like, find the key to the rooms, so it doesn't concern itself with such details as to what we have to do in between that. So, some tea leaves and a crystal ball. And outside of those things that we know we need to bring to Madame Planchette, I think that was her name, we're also looking for something to set on fire / use as a fog machine, use it in the captain's club to convince that guy there is fog going and he has to turn the lighthouse on. And also something to cheat at billiards. Those kind of things. And I think we're looking for a block of ice to make the rum runners feel cold so they think the church is haunted. Those sort of things. So what we have the jewelry shop. Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, hello. So he has a fossil for sale, because I think there was that guy looking for fossils. I'm not sure we can, we definitely can't buy it because we literally have no money. But I'm not sure if it's something we can do at all. Or we can just
Cabinet
look.
was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small sign that read, Treasures of the Earth.
Did I ever ask a guy to rent his boat? I did speak to him, but I think my problem about boat renting is that I don't have any money currently. So we may have to earn some money.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to hire your ferry.
Sure. Give me a map of where you want to go and I'll see if I can get you there. I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf. From Baton Rouge to the Bermuda Rectangle, I'm your man.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now. Ever since one of its sides mysteriously disappeared.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
So we need
Goodbye.
to bring a map of some sorts of where we want to go. Which might be to do with the fact that one of the brothers, he disappeared on some adventure to find something. But obviously we're not going to have the map, I assume, until we get into their stuff. Yes, we did polish a gem before, but
Welcome back.
now that we were here, I'm like, you know what would make for a nice crystal ball? Can we evict the fish and, you know, use that as a crystal
There's no
ball?
way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me. If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to need a new home first.
Okay, we do need to evict the fish. Yeah, this is not where we have Skull Island. We have a flask, fish. Would you like to live in a
The neck
flask?
of the bottle was far too narrow for the pudgy little goldfish to swim through.
Okay. The fish is too fat for our flask. I assume it's also way too fat for the bottle we have.
The neck of the bottle was...
Yes, okay. We need something bigger. Yes, we're calling the fish fat. Okay, well, we know where our thing is. Now we just need to find the right container for this fat fish that we need to relocate to a new property. We've done the press office, we've talked to that guy, right? He still hasn't figured out that we cheated at fishing competition. We have the manor, we have the boat. I don't think there's anything on the boat, right? Like, we're no longer allowed to go there. Oh, it sank! I was like, I wonder about what happened to
The
it.
bayou was easier on the return. My destination glowed green through the bald cypress trees. And then I saw why. The Spirit Queen was now a smoldering wreck, the embers of the green fire still glowing from within.
Okay, well, the boat is gone. But there is something in the
I wondered
water.
if I could reach the telegrams.
Oh, is it the telegrams that... Oh!
Well, that answered that.
It's the alligator again. Okay, well, we can look at the murky water of the
I may
bayou.
have been new to the bayou, but even I knew that plunging my hand into alligator-infested waters wasn't a good idea.
Okay. Anything in this hut? Can we rob them some more?
There was nothing else of interest in the shack.
Okay. Well, this location seems pretty spent then, if the boat has
The
gone.
riverboat looked like it might collapse at any moment. There was no way I was going to explore it.
Yep, it's gone. The water tower is just a lookout. Okay, I guess nothing for us here in the Spirit Queen. Yeah, I never used the water tower, but I'm not sure if there is, because currently it's only giving us a look thing, but yeah, I don't know if we
I
can do
considered
anything.
climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant, moldy water. And there was plenty of that in the bayou already.
Yes, if we want some stagnant, moldy water, we can do it. Yeah. And we're not looking for stagnant, moldy water right now. As far as I know. I don't think there will be any tea leaves inside the tower. We've been at the church, right? Because that's when we figured out we need to bring the ice. We've been at the... Yes, because that's the guy looking for the fossils. So we've seen the updates here. Just trying to remember where we may want to go. More things at the manor, maybe? Like, it's pretty big. Like, there's gardens and stuff, so there might be more stuff here. Like, there's a whole path around, right? You can go in the back, and there was, like, a whole thing here at the side. There is the child, once again, having a tea party, apparently. Hi.
Oh, it's you again.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Bellemore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
It's rude not
Oh.
to introduce yourself.
The head
you
is
know.
talking.
Mallory, have you been practicing ventriloquism?
Are you calling me a dummy?
You can talk?
I'm a head. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
I didn't know that.
You didn't ask. My name, now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington. Or as Miss Wisp here calls me.
Shrunken Ted.
Shrunken Ted. Great.
You're not doing very much tea drinking at your tea party.
I couldn't get a handle on the physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch.
Okay then.
Not a fan?
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given castor oil.
How dare she disparage tea like this? Terrible, terrible.
May I have a cup of tea?
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what were we saying about manners?
Oh, yes, right. How do I put this delicately? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for the Sisterhood of Darkness.
Precisely. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian empire led by yourself as queen, but that's no reason to be impolite. Manners cost nothing. However, in this case, it is a private engagement.
Can I join the Sisterhood of Darkness? Well, let's see, Crystal. I heard if we use that rock, we can maybe bring people back, since that's what Rackham is planning, right? He wants to bring himself back, so maybe we can bring back Hot Wizard. Who knows? Should she have sugar? Maybe we have to find her some sugar so she thinks tea is good and nice.
Could I have your teacup if you're not drinking it?
I am drinking it.
Okay.
Well, I would if it didn't taste so bitter.
Can we just keep tricking her into drinking it until there's nothing else, even if she spits it all out?
Mallory, you shouldn't be inside the Bellemore estate. Don't you know about the disappeared wedding?
You're asking a little girl about murder, black magic, and broken hearts?
Sorry, I don't want to give you nightmares.
Are you kidding me? I love this stuff!
Of course she
I
loves
wrote a
it.
paper on it last semester that prompted a parent-teacher intervention.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen the Phantom?
The grumpy guy in the tall hat? Yeah, I've seen him through the windows of the house.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does, but those are the kind of dreams I like.
She is crazy.
Do you know Sebastian Bach?
Unfortunately,
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but didn't you think it was worth mentioning he was a ghost?
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just don't believe me.
So you can see ghosts?
Ugh, I wish I couldn't. Most of them don't shut up, wailing through the windows all the time. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained bighead. Thinks he knows everything.
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning spell.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more visible now. They were just shadowy, glowy things before.
The fact that I conducted an occult spell seemed to be lost on her. Knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same every day before breakfast.
Yeah, she's just, if she can see ghosts, she made this shrunken head talk. We should probably be worried about her. She might just take over the world if no one stops her. She indeed is evil Harper.
It was Sebastian that made you get the tin boat. He altered the toy catalog.
I knew it! Well, that's it. He's going to the top of the hit list once I'm Queen of the Universe. If you see him, tell him Pock's in for a shock.
I mean, he's dead. You can't, kill him anymore. Unless you know how to kill ghosts, then we've got a job for you.
So, Ted, that whole time I was carrying you around in my pocket...
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without even a good evening? That's the living for you nowadays. rude.
I'm very sorry. I've just never encountered a shrunken head that could talk to me before.
Maybe you have, and you just never introduced yourself.
I suppose, but I can't go around introducing myself to every inanimate object that I'm carrying on the off chance that they're supernaturally possessed, can I?
Did you just call me an object? That's objectification right there.
Rude, how rude are we?
How did you end up as a shrunken head, Ted?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairments just as brazenly as you like.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a sore subject.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Me and the old boys were embarking on a race through the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. They were a very welcoming people, filling me up on pork and bananas, a nice hot bath in a pot they hung over the fire. But it turns out they held a different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip. That's what we need.
How very British of him. And now he's a shrunken head.
Ted, how did you end up on Devil's Rock?
I was brought back here on a merchant ship by a strange man in a top hat who settled on me as a souvenir. Can you believe it? The indignity of being swapped and saying I was only worth 2 chickens.
I'd say at least 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, how many chicken is one head, shrunken head worth? Someone do the chicken math for him.
And now you're helping a little girl take over the world, Ted?
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire, and now its height has passed me by. I don't want to miss out again. This is my opportunity to get my foot on the ladder of a new attempt.
More like your chin on the ladder.
Very funny. You know, I have other interests too. You really need to get to know me as a person. I'm very well-rounded.
Of course you're round. You're just a head.
The jokes just keep coming, don't they?
Yep, we are very funny. Such a funny guy we are.
Well, I'll leave you two to your plans.
Long live the sisterhood!
Yep, okay, you two have fun with your little cult. I do not have any sugar on me, so I can't help you with that yet, but I will keep you two in mind. We have our molasses here in the back. We still have the carriage wheel that I think we can leverage with something later. Maybe the screw jack,
The
not
wheel
sure
was
why.
too heavy to move.
But we might be able
I
to.
couldn't do that.
Okay, we couldn't. Oh, the parasol is on the roof now. Can we get up there and get it in case we need it again? Move.
Parasol had landed decidedly out of reach.
Okay, you're saying it's out of reach. We can't have it. You sure even if we climb on the roof, we can't have it?
The parasol had landed decidedly out of
Okay.
reach.
Fine, I believe you. It's out of reach. Yeah, I mean, molasses, can we put it in like a flask or
That
something?
wasn't going to work.
No. Our trusty bottle for
The
various...
molasses was far too thick and gooey to get into the bottle.
Okay, so that would indicate to me that we can indeed put it into something. So, I don't know, do children like molasses? He's still hanging up there. I did want to take him down, but the game said no. He didn't want to cut down the skeleton. We have those guys with the shields. They're not interactable, so... Do they have any sugar at the manor? Yeah, the molasses is still usable. I just need some sort of container for it. Did this picture change? I thought it was something else
It
before.
was a painting of Abigail Bellemore, hauntingly beautiful.
Okay, nothing specific about it. There wasn't like a kitchen or anything where we could get cups and stuff.
Walking back into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, replaced by chairs and tables neatly set out on the dance floor. Preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of its path.
Okay, so things have changed here, so we may be able to achieve something new, or maybe not, because now there's a table blocking the way, and she's just holding her head.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Chairs at the far end, tables on the left. Oh, it's you again.
It is I again.
Where have all the guests gone?
To their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they just waltz away.
How long until the wedding begins?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours. And there's still so much to do. I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chitter-chatting. There is much work to be done.
You seem a little stressed.
Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only makes it worse.
Oh, okay, Mrs. Grumpyhead.
You need to find a way to relax, Mrs. Craddock.
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on one's health. My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
Well, that will definitely give you a headache, but you do you.
Where's the wedding cake gone?
I had to hide it.
Hide it? Why?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake. And I bet I know exactly who it was, Mr. McCallan.
Oh, really?
That horrible pock boy.
Yeah, exactly,
The
it was
knave
him.
With his hand on the tarts. Perhaps the Queen of Hearts had good reason for her framework of justice.
Yes, let's blame the child. It definitely was not us.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moot.
Well, of course he didn't receive an invitation. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding for crashing the flagship of the Bellemore fleet.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of service outweigh one accident?
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly why he crashed the ship, did you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge after hours. Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on. Draped over the ship's wheel, stretched out in the rigging, dangling from the anchor. Apparently, he
The
must have gotten
scandal.
a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks the ship crashed into.
Ah, that would certainly be distracting.
Indeed.
Indeed. Well, well, well. We're getting some dirt on
I'll
those
leave
people.
you to get on with your work.
How thankful I am for life's little blessings.
Okay, so things have changed here, but we didn't get to do too much other than find out that the captain was having some side entertainment on the job. So I don't know, maybe we can shame him later about it. Okay, nothing new in the ballroom. It does feel like we sort of have to run around the place every time we advance the story, just to make sure there isn't anything new happening. We're still looking for the Bible for him, but I think it's gonna be in the church, which means we need to get the rum runners out of our way. I don't even know why we're able to go here, just to look outside of the window, I guess. The library. Okay, they have all gone away from the library. I assume to the rooms.
Now wasn't the time to rearrange the furniture.
Okay.
I didn't need to search for a book right now. I already felt like I was in one.
Okay, he doesn't want a book, he doesn't need a book, he thinks reading is overrated. Yeah, we may be able to blackmail people. We've got the cellar still. I think we've used up all the rum though, so no more drinking for us.
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working.
Okay, the barrel lift broke. We can't pick up the chamber pot again, apparently. We are looking for a few things, David. We're looking for...
Took the chamber pot back off the machine.
We're looking for something that can be used as sugar for tea, so either sugar or something to scoop the molasses in, which I'm like, well, I just picked up the chamber pot, so can I use that to scoop molasses? And we're looking for some new container to evict the fish into, so that we can get the crystal ball. So yeah, let's see. Oh, fireworks.
I took one of the fireworks. The logo on the side revealed that it was called the Whizzer. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname.
Okay, we can't pick up the fireworks. Oh, you think the chamber was for the fish, not for scooping the molasses? Fine. Fine.
I already...
Oh, we took a firework. Okay, well, I wonder what's that for.
There was nothing large that I needed to move.
Here I was hoping we're gonna be scooping some molasses. Fine. Let's go and see if we can use the chamber pot either way. Let's go outside and see. Just a quick little check. Okay, molasses.
I needed to think of something else.
Okay, fine. No scooping the molasses with the chamber pot. No, not this button. That is the menu button. We go to the town and see if we can evict the fish now.
Welcome back.
Hello, I'm here to deal with your fish. I brought it a new home.
The chamber pot would make a respectable new home for the fish, but I knew Jasper wouldn't be happy seeing me disturb her.
Okay, we need to distract him with something as well.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
How's business tonight?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé, are you?
I'm not, no.
I didn't think so. Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight was more interested in the provenance of fossils than the shiny stuff. Booked a private viewing, and then didn't buy anything. Can you believe it? The first time in weeks this shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils, too?
I sell all the treasures of the earth. If it's under the ground and I can sell it, I'm interested.
I hear Burke and Hare had the same philosophy.
Okay, so he does indeed have fossils, so if we can get some, we can see what to do with the dinosaur guy. But yes, can we distract him with something?
What are you selling?
We specialize in jewelry and precious stones. Rings, necklaces, earrings, and brooches in this cabinet to my left. Gems, geodes, and fossils in this cabinet to my right. You'd be surprised at how much of an impact some stones can make. My family can tell you that. We also offer a free polishing service on all purchases from the shop. Just bring it in and we'll shine it up for you. Our little thank you to our loyal customers.
How do you know what jewelry was purchased here?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of our wares, Mr. McAllen, going back decades.
Do you handcraft the fossils too?
What's the most valuable thing in here?
I suppose that depends on how you value things, doesn't it?
In dollars and cents?
Yes, I used to value things that way. But a lack of business has a way of making you more philosophical about these things. Now I'd say the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny? Your grandmother is in here?
That's right. In the fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
Okay, well, now he's definitely gonna be upset if we try to move his goldfish.
You named your goldfish Granny?
Yes, it was the most wondrous thing. The same day my grandmother Bethesda died, I was out at the local fun fair, and I won this goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish jumped out of the water and back on in. We think Granny's passed on into that fish. What do you think?
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that's the craziest thing I've come across tonight, and I had a ghost bride trying to kill me.
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few years? If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the last century.
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's spirit hops into a new fish. We must be on Granny number 44 by now.
So, Crystal, you were just saying this was the only normal person on the whole island? Bad news! You know, he thinks that's his granny number 44.
How come you're working so late?
Well, the wife's gone to visit her cousin Winnie for a few days. And if I stayed in my bedroom, I'd just start going loopy.
Okay, so he's just working.
I'm looking for 3 keys.
No, unless they're the gem-encrusted keys to a lady's heart, I don't think I can help you. I'm a jeweler, not a locksmith.
Yes, wrong profession.
Are these fossils for sale?
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's him.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
Okay, could you faint so I can take your fishbowl? Yeah, I'm pretty sure goldfish can live for quite a while, and they are actually quite big as well, right? It's just the fact that people keep them in terrible tiny aquariums makes them small and stunted, so, you know. Treat your fish better.
Do you think I could buy a fossil?
You certainly can, if you can afford it.
Could I take it on account?
On account of what?
On account of me having no money.
Okay, well, we can't afford it.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
Okay, can I ask you to polish my gem again and then I steal your fish?
Would you be able to polish my brooch again?
Goodness me, what have you been doing with it?
Oh, you know, just the usual wear and tear.
I don't know how anyone does this much tearing while wearing, but hand it over and we'll shine her up.
Oh yeah, and now I can take your granny. Quick, quick, get in here, granny. Well, I guess I'm not taking granny. I am just taking granny's
With Jasper
home.
distracted, it was time for his fish to move into its new porcelain throne home. Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence, but then, being a goldfish, it would probably soon forget anyway.
And we're putting the whole fishbowl into our vest. And no one's noticed anything.
Here you go. I've wrapped it in a little tissue paper this time so it doesn't get dirty again.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approaching my limit. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more times tonight I can cope with this.
Okay, well, that's fine. So he put it in tissue paper, so now we have some tissue paper for whatever reason we're going to need it for. Oh my god, we have so many items again. But yes, we have what I assume is going to be our crystal ball
It
now.
was a small goldfish bowl. Now sans goldfish.
Yes, no goldfish in it. So now we just need something to scoop the molasses.
What a nice young man. Isn't he, Granny?
Granny?
Granny? Why are you in a chamber pot? Oh, right.
Alright. Okay, he just like, yeah, that's totally normal. Granny needed a chamber pot. Okay, well, while we're here, can we go and blackmail the sailor? Magic crystal. The same way as we can put the whole ball into our vest and we don't look like we're pregnant, yeah? The same magic. Oh yeah, and we now have matchbooks and fireworks, so we can cause some trouble Yes, it's a foldable ball, yeah? It's from IKEA, so you can deconstruct it and put it back together.
Good evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I found out why Mrs. Craddock rescinded your invitation. You were caught painting naked ladies on the ship's bridge. That's why you crashed the ship.
Maybe that's true, but you'd think she'd have been more understanding about the whole thing.
Why's that?
She was the naked lady I was painting when we crashed.
Oh! Well. Can we talk to her about that?
I better be off.
So long.
Can I set this firework off by the window to make it seem like the fog is coming? I'm not sure that's what we're trying to
Instructions
do.
on the fireworks said that it needed to be placed into a launching tube before igniting it.
Okay, can we put it into the flask?
Nope. I couldn't do that.
Okay, the bottle?
Nope.
Okay, fine. That's not a launching tube. Into the window box?
Nope.
Okay, no. I thought it may work, but no. I mean, I'm not even sure it would work as fog, right? It would only smoke a little bit and then explode, but you know, gotta try. You never know what those games have in mind. Can we cut up the bottle first? I don't know.
I didn't need to cut that.
No, he does not think we need to cut the bottle.
I didn't need to cut
Nor
that.
does he think we need to cut the flask, so no. I'm not even sure what this tissue paper is gonna be for. And we still have the wedding schedule, which was for the puzzle. Yeah, our special bottle for carrying so many bottles of rum. Can we go and blackmail the housekeeper now? Well, the rum runners still have friendly rum, so there might be more rum yet waiting for us. Hello, Mrs. Housekeeper. I found out your dirty secret. Because we've been giving the
I
rum
had
to
nothing
everyone.
else to say to her.
Okay, apparently we have nothing else to say to her. We can't be like, oh, hey, you're the naked ladies. You should invite the guy. Fine. Be like that. I was hoping for some embarrassing dialogue, but apparently we're not getting it. Oh, the feather duster is
It was
covered.
a feather duster made out of ragged black ostrich feathers, now covered in the remnants of spider webs.
Yeah, it's spider webs on the feather duster. Okay, well, I haven't actually finished like revisiting the rooms here, right? Because maybe something changed in the music room as well. Okay, no, he's still playing here. Everything looks like it did. He's now watering a different pot. Oh, there is now a shovel.
Do you mind if I borrow this shovel?
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up those naughty thorns. It's funny, even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble. Just look at us ghosts.
Yes, causing so much trouble. Okay, we now have a shovel. So I assume that will be for digging up something. Or maybe for burying something, right? Because we could potentially bury a fossil if we can get one. But will
I had
remain to
nothing
be
else
seen.
to say to the gardener.
Okay, no more talking to him then. Anything with the
I
piano
didn't
player?
have anything to talk to him about.
Okay. Fine. And we're back here. Anything more in those rooms? Okay, she's gone now with her card. This is to Madame Planchet. Can I give you some of the
Welcome back,
things?
Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
Because then maybe I can have less things in my inventory. Would you like this crystal ball?
Will this work as a crystal ball?
Let me just take it out, reconstruct it.
Considering our circumstances, we will have to make do.
This crystal ball was wider than him.
Savior Bellemore, hear our cry. where does your mortal body lie?
Ooh, spooky.
I sense a cave on the island coast. Waves thrashing, wind howling, and two figures exploring its darkest depths. Xavier and Rackham. Rackham has lured Xavier here, promising an unparalleled expedition to the bold adventurer. But it's a trap. I sense Rackham fleeing the cave, leaving Xavier as the water rises and rises and rises. Look at the painting.
I'm looking at it. It's glowing. He drowned in the caves.
Xavier's body still lies in that coastal cave. I feel much danger there, but you must get a boat and cross the sea to reach it. I sense something in Xavier's bedroom might help you locate it.
Okay, but how do I get in the bedroom, right? Does it open now? It opens! Okay, we're making progress at least. Maybe he will have some sugar. Okay, so that means I can also give you the spirit board now.
I found something that could be used as a spirit board.
Of course, our very slow walking.
Yes, that will work, even if it will take a lot of concentration on my part. Cecil Bellemore, we now implore, where do you rest forevermore? I sense a hidden place, a laboratory known only to Cecil, a secret refuge for study and invention, and desperate attempts to reconcile science and the supernatural. But he's been followed. Unknown to Cecil, someone lies in wait in the darkness and is about to look at the painting.
Poison his tea.
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
I assume all the crews start in their bedrooms. So the kid tried to follow him to the secret laboratory, right? But then, so he saw Rackham following him as well, so the kid got spooked and never saw where the laboratory was. So the kid is useless as always. Well, we don't have the tea leaves because we don't have any sugar. Yes, we have to wait until the tide is low, which I'm sure the game will arrange for us to make sure the tide is low. Or, you know, we're going diving because it's totally safe to always go diving into caves. No one has ever died going into a cave by themselves, I am sure. So we have the 2 bedrooms, but I want to take a quick look at this roof place in case there's anything else here that we wanted to pick up.
The face reminded me of a man I used to buy milk from. From the neck up, he looked like an Italian nobleman. From the neck down, he'd wear denim dungarees and nothing else. It probably wasn't the same guy.
No. So there's a globe here, and oh, there's a telescope, but we needed a lens for it. We don't have anything really to use as a lens.
The globe looked more decorative than functional, like a chihuahua with a bow tie.
Yeah, we need a lens for the telescope. Probably. Never know what people do when you're out there.
There's no way to reach the weather vane, but despite that, I noticed something curious. No matter which way the wind blew, the weather vane stayed fixed in position.
Okay. So it doesn't move. And what does that tell us? I am not sure. Can we use the gem as lens? Probably not, but yes.
That wasn't going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Can we use the bottle as a lens?
That didn't work.
No. Okay. Well, we have 2 new rooms to explore. And I'm sure we're gonna find many things in there. More items for our collection. Bear! It's a bear.
I stared at the glassy black eyes of the bear rug. It didn't stare back. That was a relief.
Well, it would be dangerous to keep a bear in your room. There's the chest.
The latch on the trunk was broken. I would have to do without whatever was inside.
No, we can't even, like, I don't know, jimmy it with our knife.
That wasn't going to work.
Or with our screw jack.
That didn't work.
No, okay, fine. Fine, game, be like that. Which direction was the... I mean, it was like 4-directional, so I'm not sure there was anything particularly about it. But we can go and look again. There's a book on the desk, but we can't interact. There's a very ugly fish on the wall that you cannot see. There, look upon the fish. It's an ugly one, but we can't do anything about it. It's not interactable. There is a map, though, so that's something probably we want.
I reached up and took the map from the frame.
Okay, we've got a map, so maybe we can take a ride on the boat.
As best as I could tell, this was a genuine pirate treasure map. The island I recognized as Devil's Rock, but what stood out to me was the large X in red ink on the southern coast, marked Crossbone Cove. At least I hoped it was ink.
Well, could be something else. Okay, it's been added to our map, so we've got somewhere new to go. Anything else? Bunch of weapons on the walls.
Weapons weren't my style. Besides, most of them were secured to the wall.
Okay. This horn, no. Okay, well, maybe we'll find something later to do with the chest. But yes, we have a map. We know where to take it. What in Cecil's room, then? Ooh, skeleton in a jar.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other unnerving abominations. And I especially didn't want this one talking to me.
Well, if we started taking weird things, why won't we just continue? There's a lab code that we can interact with.
I searched through the pockets of the lab code.
Spot it down.
To my surprise, I found something. A small silver coin.
Okay. We get a coin. Are we rich again? Yeah, we could bury. Okay, it's an engraved coin.
It was an old silver coin. At its center were 2 lines of text, but they were too small to read with the naked eye.
Well, I know a place with a magnifying device, right? Because there was the one at the jeweler's. You could inspect things there.
The books covered all manner of scientific subjects, magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry, and much more, none of which I had the time or understanding to read.
Okay, we don't like to read the books then.
The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an unintelligible scrawl.
Well, it could be important. Okay, anything else?
The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off?
Yeah, we could bury the skeleton, but we don't wanna. Okay, so I guess we've got what we came here for, right? Because I assume the coin is the first step and we need to inspect it more closely to know what it's gonna be. So if we get the map and return to town, another visit to the jeweler.
Welcome back.
Hi, I'm here to use your stuff.
Could I use your microscope to look at this coin I found?
Oh, are you a fellow fan of numismatics?
I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, never mind. Go right ahead.
Okay, we've got to adjust.
With the microscope calibrated, the coin's writing came into focus. It read, "Into the palm of a prince." The inscription must have been a clue in Cecil's treasure hunt. I just had to find the prince's palm he was referring to.
Anyone remember any princes? I can see now that he has removed the sign that said free polishing with every purchase. I think he was like, people are just abusing this offer. I don't want to do this anymore. Not polishing any of your stuff. Drama still doing well?
With the goldfish now swimming around happily inside it, I thought it best to leave it where it was. The goldfish had been through enough today.
Anything else with you?
I had nothing else to ask him.
Nothing else to ask him. Okay, hey dude, I've got a map. Can we go? Mr. Crab McCready. Let's go, explore. Nothing bad gonna happen.
I'd like to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, shh, quiet. The show's starting.
Ooh, the puppet show.
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
Okay then. Should we inspect this further? Okay, we've got a green puppet and a red puppet.
Great show. Maybe it's time to wrap it up? I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet before.
Okay.
Hey guys, do you think you'll be finished soon? I was starting to dislike these guys.
Okay, so isn't that while this is happening, he's not gonna take us anywhere because he wants to watch the show?
Excuse me?
These two crack me up.
About the ferry hire.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged at the moment.
Because of the puppet show?
You got it. My favourite part's when they hit each other on the head.
Okay, he wants to watch the puppet show and he won't go anywhere unless we... Excuse me. He won't go anywhere until we stop the puppet show. So what can we do about that? Well, if I just stab them, right? That would totally end the show. Oh yeah, I totally need to cut that. What can I do? Oh my god, the sound is annoying. Shush, you two. Yeah, we do have matches. Let's burn it down.
You need to set fire to that.
Oh, I absolutely need to set fire on that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, that... I was like, oh, we're gonna go to the cave. And we're absolutely not going to the cave right now because they won't let us go. Can I put firework in your puppet theater show and
I couldn't do that.
stop it? Okay, well, let's move a bit because I can't think with them noises squeaking. What else can we do? Yeah, can I choose it on the map?
Crossbone Cove lay at the bottom of impassable rocky cliffs. If I wanted to reach it, I would need to get there by boat.
Yeah, so he's like, can't go because no boat, can't have a boat because the puppet show, can't stop the puppet show because I don't probably have the right item to do that. Okay, so what about the Princess Palm then? Because yeah, I'm not sure there was any, like there isn't a princess place or anything like that. I don't particularly recall any like statues, but like the laboratory, this is still closed, right? We can't go through here. Yeah, it's got gunpowder
I took
in
a
case
handful
we...
of the spilled gunpowder.
Apparently we can have more gunpowder if we need it for something. But yes, it's like the laboratory should be in the manor, right? Like it's not somewhere outside from my understanding. But I'm not sure if there's any statue or something we can see here that we could put this coin into. He's just, you know, doing his little jog. Because, yeah, there's like those dudes here, but they were not interactable before. So I'm not sure any of that is going to work. No, they're not. Like, pressing on them just makes us walk to near them. So that's not it.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer any possibility.
Well, I wasn't going to climb the tree. That's fine. We've got molasses. We still don't have anything. Does the flask work for the molasses?
Couldn't do that.
No, it doesn't. Okay, we have entered that part of the game where it's just like, what did they have in mind?
It was strange to think that I'd been supernaturally trapped within the...
I didn't want you to talk about the house. I wanted you to go... Yeah, I want to go inside and see if there's any statues I can see, because there might be something. Like, she's over there on the picture. I mean, do I want to ignite it in my hands? You know, that sounds dangerous.
Lighting up gunpowder I was carrying in my vest would have resulted in Murphy pieces all over the island.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what's going on. We can...
That didn't work.
We can maybe put it in some container,
I couldn't do
but...
that.
No, neither the bottle nor the flask is the thing. Unless you meant like ignite the gunpowder while it's on the ground. We could do that. We have this statue here.
The two sea deities stared at me with disapproving eyes. I didn't know what I could have done to disappoint a statue.
Would you like a coin?
Nope.
No, they would look like a coin. Okay. Fine. Be like that. No statues in here. This is just looking through the window. This is the other weird carvings we've already done things to.
I needed to think of something else.
Yeah. Anything. Like, if you were going to have a secret laboratory, surely it would be somewhere in the cellar. But, who knows where? No statues down here. Just gonna do the running around again. Statues in the music room. No statues in the music. Oh, statues in the garden. Statues in the garden. Yes, this guy. Okay, yeah. Secret laboratory high up. We've all got our
Following
preferred.
the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit the indentation exactly, into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue. That's when I realized it wasn't a statue at all. It was an automaton, a robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and electrical pulses. It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving.
Okay, well, that's what we need the grease for from the mill, right? Because if the joints are locked up, then we need to put grease in it, and the grease is in the mill, assuming we can pick it up. But yes, I'm gonna go to the fort and see if we can ignite the powder on the ground and blow the place up.
In days gone by, invaders might have exploded gunpowder barrels to get through the fortress's thick and imposing walls. I decided I should use the gate.
He says no. I think the way, because this is where the lighthouse is, right? So once we convince the guy in the captain's club that there is fog outside, he will come here and open the gate to go in the lighthouse. Yes, we can't blow it up. It's very disappointing. But, you know, this guy is like, I don't want to explode anything, which is just a boring way to live, but we can't do anything about it. But yes, is there anything we can pick up the grease with at the mill? The chicken has gone out of bounds, so we can't get it anymore.
Doris! Cluck, cluck, cluck. Bark.
Doris doesn't care. Doris is like, I'm not talking to you. You took my feathers. Okay, can we put the grease in the flask?
Going to work.
That was the beam, not the grease.
That wasn't going to work.
Can we put the grease in the bottle? Oh no, probably
That
maybe
wasn't
in
going to
the
work.
tissue? Can we use that?
I wouldn't have been able to collect much grease with just paper.
Can't collect grease with just paper. So paper and what would be able to collect the grease?
Nope.
I've got the feather duster.
I didn't need to dust that.
Yeah, we don't need to dust that apparently.
I didn't have time for housework.
Okay.
I didn't need to dust that.
Okay, so it's definitely the paper because he said just paper,
I
right?
wouldn't have been able to collect much grease with just paper.
So, fabric arranged into a fake fish. So it's the paper and something, but I'm not sure we have the something, right? Like, what would we put the paper on that we would then stick into the grease? We also have the flag, that's fabric. Oh, he's doing something. Okay, we've got a greasy
Using the cotton
flag.
flag, I scooped up some of the gloppy grease.
Okay, so we didn't need the paper, that was misleading. Okay, we've got a greasy rag. Now we can go back to the manor. Good thing there is fast travel and we don't have to like run through every location to do this. Because with our granny jog that would have taken forever. Okay. Greasy rag the automaton. There we go.
Using the flag soaked in grease, I began to oil the automaton's joints.
Okay.
I was pretty sure I'd lubricated the automaton enough.
Okay, time to test it.
I placed the coin back in the automaton's hand and watched.
Okay, something fell out of it. Piece of paper.
The cap of the scroll case opened and revealed something inside.
Well, there's life in the old thing yet. Gives us all hope, doesn't it?
Does it now? Okay, let's get the paper. What is it?
I picked up the piece of paper that had fallen from the statue. Unrolling it, I discovered it was a death certificate, all filled in except for one key piece of information. The name was missing. It was certainly a clue, but who did it belong to?
Death certificate. This is to certify that... Oh, that's probably going to go back to the graveyard and find the person that died on the 1st day of April in the year of our Lord, 1898, and was respectfully and expeditiously buried at St. Juniper's Church Cemetery on the 31st day of March in the year of our Lord, 1898. Witnessed by Cecil Bellemore and Undertaker Mr. Edgar Kettle. Oh yes, we haven't seen the Undertaker yet today. Okay. Let's go and snoop around the graveyard again. Taking April Fool's a bit too far. Mr. Undertaker, are you here? Well, I mean, he did bury some alive people, right? So that will align with everything he told us. Time to remind him of his horrible ways once again.
Does this death certificate mean anything to you? The name hasn't been filled in, but it says you were the Undertaker.
Of course I was. Nobody else on the island would do it, now would they?
I was wondering if you remembered who it was you buried.
That was over 30 years ago. You know how many bodies I've buried in my career? I couldn't tell one corpse from the other. This may surprise you, but I don't get that attached to them. They don't make for very stimulating conversation.
Is there any way I could find out who it was?
Well, you've got the date they were buried. Maybe there was an obituary.
Thank you.
Okay, so from the paper, because yeah, there is this crypt here that we couldn't get into, so maybe that's the secret laboratory, you know, maybe he liked it in a cave on the side of a cemetery. Can get the Undertaker to reveal an embarrassing secret about the priest. Okay, well, he didn't really say anything about that, but we could ask the priest as well if we want to. We can just quickly teleport into the manor again. Hello, Mr. Priest. Can you tell us about this?
Do you remember officiating his funeral? I have the death certificate, but the name's missing.
The name's missing? That's not an oversight I would make with the paperwork. Has someone been officiating behind my back?
Okay. Fine then. Yes, there is the newspapers, there is the gravestones, because previously when we checked the gravestones, he said, oh, like, I don't know what I'm looking for, right? So now that we know what we're looking for, he could maybe check the graves.
The death certificate must have been written up in relation to one of these graves, but without the name, I didn't know which grave it was.
Okay, so he wants a name because apparently there are no dates on those graves, but now I know what the shovel's for. Okay, so the newspaper is where we were heading with this then.
As I returned to the docks, I realized that Dead Nettle's usual smell of sea breeze and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more pleasant. The smoky scent of a fish I thought I recognized.
Oh, he's grilling now. We should join him for some grilled fish. Yeah, with your puppet show, leave me alone. Let's run away as fast as we can. Yes, he's grilling he's grilling that fish we've staffed with horseshoe.
Hello again, Mac. Now, I hope you don't mind, but you left your fish hanging there. No sense in letting the fish that size go to waste. I've started cooking it up. It'll be the tastiest fish this side of the Mississippi. We can tuck in as soon as it's cooked.
I tried to hide the realization growing on my face. A mouthful of taxidermy stuffing and chipped teeth from the iron horseshoe hidden inside wouldn't be the culinary sensation Ned was after. Sounds great, Ned.
We're in trouble.
The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill.
Okay, we have to do something about it. Yes, I was like, why didn't we take it? Someone's gonna look at it and realize that it's not good. But now he's cooking it, and what are we gonna do about it? Just shovel it into the water. Just trip over and just, yeet it with our kick right into the water. Gunpowder, spice it up.
The fish didn't need seasoning, especially not with gunpowder.
Are you sure about that? It would be good seasoning for this situation. Anyway, we were going to the newspaper. We'll worry about the fish situation later.
Well, look who it is. Murphy, I've been hearing talk of someone wandering the island on a crime spree. And look who comes walking through the door.
I can explain.
Explain what? We've got no time for your blabber. I need your help to catch him. You're an auditor, aren't you?
I used to be.
You must be used to prying that big nose of yours into other people's business.
Big nose?
It's a honker, Murphy. Now, put it to good use and help me sniff out who this Devil's Rock devil is.
What's he been up to?
Given age-restricted voodoo artifacts to an 8-year-old, let loose a dangerous domesticated alligator, broken into Bellemore Manor, trespassed at Baxter's Mill, handled prohibited alcohol, recklessly knocked over historic explosives, impersonated the dead, and, get this, bellowsed a chicken.
Was it us?
The monster.
Know anything about it?
Can't say that I do.
Well, keep your eyes open. If a good and just citizen like me allows those with such wickedness to get away with their heinous deeds, then what has become of us as a society?
Is that really the reason?
Of course not. I might sell some newspapers out of this.
Well, she's on to us. Everyone's gonna be on to us. Ned is grilling our fake fish. She's on to our bellowing chicken business. And who knows what else. Can I look into the archive, please?
Can I take a look in the filing cabinets?
Sorry, McAllen. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here these days.
I'm trying to track a burial down, and I think the date might match up with an old edition of the newspaper.
I hear you. Why don't you write up your request and lodge it with our archival department?
Where's the archival department?
In any trash can you can find.
Wow, rude. So what do we have to do? Do we have to get her to leave? Like, we have to do something that will cause her to go away?
Yes?
Hi. Evelyn, quick! The most scandalous scandal is scandaling outside right now.
Pull the other one, McAllen. I'm busy here. Now, let's see. What was I writing? Oh, yes. Bankruptcy, incarceration, humiliation.
Is that for an expose?
No, the horoscopes.
Yeah, she is super mean and very unprofessional.
What do the horoscopes have in store for me?
What star sign are you?
Scorpio.
Oh dear, oh dear.
What does it say?
I think you're best not knowing. I don't know why I bother writing horoscopes, to be honest. There's no future in it.
Okay then, lady, okay.
I think I better be going.
Stay sharp, Murphy.
Okay, so she's not gonna let us look into the filing cabinets until we, I don't know, tell her about something big happening in town and she leaves the place so we can snoop to our heart's content. Oh, so many things to do, so many items to do, so much. Yes, she's super rude and very unhelpful. And also, we just told her there was the most scandalous scandal to ever scandal. And, you know, she still didn't want to go and investigate it. Yeah, she's doctoring our horoscope to be the worst one yet. Okay, so, well, I mean, if we put some gunpowder on the fish, that would definitely lure her out. But apparently he's like, nah, that's not a good idea. You know, how dare we not want to do that? I mean, gunpowder would cook it so fast. Right. But, I mean, we can use the bellows, maybe, to make it, to, you know, stoke the grill.
If Ned wanted to wait until the fish was cooked to tuck in, it was time to turn up the heat.
I guess we're using more civilized methods other than gunpowder. Oh, now it's well done.
Whoa! We don't want you overdone, little fishy. Time to cut you open. Ready for a taste sensation, Mac?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hand me back that knife, would you?
He's gonna take our knife back. Oh, I wanted that. I was using it.
That's strange. There's something in here. A horseshoe.
How did that get in there?
Mac, I think your fish is stuffed.
Well, knock me over with a herring. I'm shocked. Does this mean my record doesn't count?
I hate to break it to you.
Did I hear what I think I heard?
Yep. Totally
Out
scandal.
of the way, Buster.
Evelyn, what took you so long?
The record-breaking Pancosa was stuffed. The new record was a sham. Murphy, what have you got to say for yourself?
You've caught me red-handed. Well, I don't mean to be coy with you, but this cuts me to the soul. I only entered for the halibut. I can't believe I'm herring this right. I'm cracking up. I'm floundering. I'm carping on and on. I need to clear my head, but let me know if you need anything else from me.
Any more
I
fish
think you've got
buns?
more of a future in the funny pages than serious journalism, Murphy. Kips, have you got time for an interview with the Juniper Parish Gazette?
Okay, yes, interview him
Evelyn
while I...
honed in on Ned like a dog with a bone and no sense of personal boundaries.
Yes,
How did
quick.
it feel?
Quick. We don't have time to listen to what they're talking about. I need to find the burial records.
Thomas in Louisiana brews up a storm with his hilarious homemade beer. The newspapers in the cabinet dated back decades. If I was going to find something specific, I needed to match it up with a date.
They're unstoppable. Well, use the thing.
Using the date from the death certificate, I began to search through the newspaper's archives.
We're searching. quickly
And
before she
then
comes back.
I found it. In the bottom corner of the newspaper was a small announcement showing that the person buried on that date was named Eleanor Hines. I ripped out the announcement and replaced the newspaper.
No one's gonna notice. Okay. Yes, so now if
Here's
we
the
go...
obituary I'd ripped from the newspaper giving the burial date of someone named Eleanor Hines.
Yes, now if we go to the cemetery... Oh no, she's
McAllen,
back.
I told you can't go back there.
Whoops, look at the time. I've really got to be going. I had a name to go along with the death certificate. Now it was time to find out where they were buried.
In the graveyard. Yep, so if we go in there, now we can search the graves to find the right person. I guess we could also ask the...
I began searching the graves for the name in the clipping. Eleanor Hines. Aha! I discovered a small headstone at the center of the cemetery, partially covered in moss and lacking any date whatsoever. So this was where Eleanor Hines had been buried, except now that I was looking at it etched in large letters, I began to realize something. The name was an anagram. Here lies no one? And if a person wasn't buried here, what was?
Secrets. Well, okay, we have a shovel. Yeah, I can try talking to the Undertaker, but I'm not sure what to tell him in order to get him to tell the secret. Whether it's an object thing or...
I thought I'd leave Edgar alone for now.
Yeah, because leave him alone. Ask him about this.
I didn't need to share that now. I'd already found Eleanor Hines' grave.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I'm not sure what do we know about the priest right now. Because all we knew, we were looking for his Bible. And there was random conversation with the colonel, but I can't quite remember what the two of them were saying. I mean, we know the gravedigger's secret, right? His secret is that he may have buried someone alive. Maybe or maybe not. But yes, we can't talk to him anymore right now, so he won't tell us anything specific. But yes, we have a shovel, so we can dig in here. Like
To say digging up a grave felt eerie would be an understatement. But if something was down there, I needed to find out what it was. I took out the shovel and began to dig.
Wow, we're gonna be digging for a while at this rate. Like, we may get to the priest storyline yet.
I found something.
Because we still haven't found the Bible for him, so maybe once we get that going, there will be more to reveal. There's a box.
Not a coffin, but instead, a battered old chest.
Okay, can we open it? A lens for the telescope.
I opened the chest I dug up from the grave and found two things of interest. A round glass lens and an engraving in the lid of the chest.
Okay, it says the tale of the mermaid, which we already know the weather vane is a mermaid, and now I'm realizing you may have not seen it because it was probably behind my head, but we'll get back there
the glass lens
and look at it. Okay. Well, it's a thing to bury if you're making a treasure trail for people to find specific things, right? He did this on purpose. So yeah, if we go back up to the top, through all those corridors. Come on. Yeah. Over there. And we put the lens in the telescope.
The small lens fit perfectly on the end of the telescope. I immediately looked through it to see what it would reveal. I spy with my little eye the next clue.
Okay. It's the thing on the roof. Can we move this view? Yes, we can, okay. So he wants us to look at the tail of the mermaid. Okay, this is an octopus weather vane. That's all we can do this way. Anyone see any monsters in the background? Anything hiding in the woods? Yeah, there we go, the mermaid.
The tail of the mermaid. This must have been the location described in the chest's inscription. But looking through the gap in the weather vane, all I could see was darkness. With no easy path to it, I couldn't justify risking my life trekking through overgrown wilderness and the alligator-infested bayou unless I was sure something was there. I needed some way to light up the bayou.
Set it on fire? Or, what are you planning to do with that? Okay, so, well, we've looked through the mermaid, but now he wants to light up the bayou. So, I'm not sure how we're planning to achieve that, other than setting it on fire. You know, what's one wildlife fire when we have treasure to look for? Yeah, well, the mermaid's here.
As I looked at the weather vane, I remembered the carving on the treasure chest lid, the tail of the mermaid, and I noticed the small gap that the mermaid's tail encircled. Perhaps from the right vantage point, the next clue would reveal itself.
Yeah, so just in case you couldn't see, the mermaid is here. Because I was covering it up. Yes, there is an electric box in the cellar, so we can check it out. And see if there's anything we can do with that, or can we stick a firework into something? Apparently we need some sort of tube for the firework, but I don't have one. Can we stick a firework in the telescope and launch it from there?
Using the firework to light up the bayou was a great idea. I just needed to launch it from the Bellemore Manor roof, if I could find something to serve as a launch tube.
Okay, so yes, the firework is the thing we need, but we have to find a launch tube. If we... Chimneys. Okay, I was going to look in the cellar to see if there was anything more to do with the electrical box, just in case it's for something. But yes, we can use a chimney after. This way to the cellar. Yes, is this box still usable for anything?
Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown, taking the small glass cover with it.
Okay.
With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse from its socket.
Because we need a fuse for the generator that's next to the church, so we can do something about the ram runners, right?
Knowing the erratic surges of electricity that must have been flowing through the wire into the barrel lift, I decided it was wiser not to do any more rewiring.
Okay, game is like, no more rewiring, fine. Let's go try and launch a firework then instead. And then we can go mess with the ram runners using the fuse, maybe. We're just running back and forth like a headless chicken, doing variety of things. Okay, can we stick a firework in a chimney? He's just slowly moving. Nope, I don't think the chimneys are interactable. Magnetic carriage and theater rotation, yeah. Who knows what this house is hiding? Oh, this drain pipe, this one. Okay, that's
interactable. The firework dropped
interactable.
snugly into the drain pipe. If it needed a launch tube to fire, this was the closest I was going to get.
That sounds very unsafe thing to do to your house, but, you know.
I took a match out of the matchbook, dragged it against the striker, and lit the firework.
What could go wrong? Honestly. Should we move away? Should we go look through the telescope? Quickly.
Illuminated by the glow of the fireworks, I could see something through the mermaid weather vane. It looked like a wishing well.
A wishing well? What are we gonna be wishing for? Now, even on the map we get little fireworks here now. Okay, so can we just travel there now?
My route to the well had me clambering over fallen tupelo trees and trudging through knee-deep water. lit only by moonlight and accompanied only by the overly curious critters of the bayou. But eventually, I found it.
A new location! We've got a swamp.
The swamp water was murky and dark. I wasn't going to find anything of interest in there.
Okay, well, we've got the well.
I looked down the well. I couldn't see the bottom. Perhaps the darkness concealed the next step of my treasure hunt, if I could find a way down into it.
We don't have the coin anymore. He said... Yeah, it's in the automaton's hands, so we've lost the coin. But he said if we could find our way into it...
I wanted to turn the pulley, but realized the handle was missing. Without a handle, I wasn't going to get the leverage to turn it.
Oh, and you know who has a handle? There was a handle next to the ram runners in the church, so I think that's where we're going next. Because yeah, if we look in there, there is like a handle or a crank next to them, so that might be what we need. But yes, the thing we can do here now is we can attach the generator. And we can stick this fuse into it.
The generator looked like a death trap. I wasn't touching it without good reason.
I mean, I have a good reason. It is to mess with them.
Something else.
How is that not a good reason? Excuse me?
The sticker read, "Property of the Dead Nettle Police Department. Not to be removed."
What reason do I need? Because yeah, it won't move the dial.
I couldn't do anything with an empty socket. I didn't need the fuse.
What do you mean you don't need the fuse?
The generator looked like a death trap. I wasn't touching it without good reason.
Okay, well, I did listen to them before, but I can listen to them again.
If the rum runners realized I was inside their hideout, it wouldn't have impacted well on my preference for being alive. But perhaps I could mess with them. Psst.
Did you hear that, boss?
We must be imagining things. What did you say the first sign of paranormal activity was?
A drop in temperature, boss.
Because yeah, they were talking about, oh, if it's haunted, there's gonna be a drop of temperature. So my idea last time was that I would put a block of ice next to the fan and that would make them cold. And that would be the drop in temperature. But right now I don't have a block of ice just yet. So that's not a thing. I assume like lights being messed up is gonna be another sign of the paranormal activity.
The generator looked like a...
Yeah, so he still doesn't want to do it, I assume, until we move on the fact that we need to make them cold. And I assume it's the block of ice
thing. The collection plate was empty.
Yeah, I wanted to remove the fuse, but he's like, oh, I'm not touching that. You think with pliers, okay.
I needed to think of something else.
No, he just doesn't want to do it.
I didn't want to damage it any more than it was.
Yeah. Pliers and fuse, not a thing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? We have to make them cold first. And then it's gonna be like, oh, what's the second sign of paranormal activity? And it might be like lights flickering or something. And then we're gonna go and mess with the generator, right? So he's not gonna do it until... I mean, I might be wrong, but it just feels like this is the sort of thing they're setting us up for if they're saying that's the first sign. So what are we to do next? Because yeah, we've got a bunch of things, right? We've got the fake fog we can set up, or, you know, we could set up if we knew how in the Captain's Club. Then the how to stop the puppet show is also something we need to figure out. How to get a fossil for the fossil hunter. That's also still open. And I guess that's kind of it of the things I can think of in terms of that's a thing we need to do. But I'm not quite sure how to do that right now. Other than just, you know, randomly trying. Oh yeah, tea leaves. We need to scoop up the molasses into something to get the tea leaves. Okay, we can do something in the manor. Because, yeah, I mean, if we could scoop the molasses with something, that would be nice. But I'm like, oh, maybe with the... I don't know if paper is a good idea. Can we scoop the molasses with shovel?
I couldn't do that.
Nope. No with the paper.
That wasn't going to work.
No with the shovel. We tried the flask. Probably not the greasy rag. Check out. Is Abigail there? Is she in her room? I guess we haven't been to her room. Was there a teaspoon next to her? There was a teacup and tea kettle, but I'm not sure if there was a spoon, but can go and check.
Abigail's ghost was once again back in her bedroom.
Okay, she's
now
back
fully
here.
Consumed by the wicked spell Rackham had trapped her in. The minutes left before he married her were falling away like dominoes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting, you know, which locations have we been to in terms of... Things keep changing every time we do something in the game, so it's just... Oh, did something new happen here? Yeah, well... We have the veil, the cake, the ring... They're here.
It was going to be best to leave it there.
But he's like, I don't want to take her stuff.
It was more... Don't worry, Abigail. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to help you. I didn't need to take it again.
I mean, she has half the thing, right? But the other half was for her fiancé.
Abigail wasn't wearing the other half of the necklace, but from the corner of my eye, I noticed that her reflection was.
We have the half of it.
The necklace I was carrying exactly matched the one around the neck of the bride's reflection. This must have belonged to the sailor. It was time to reunite it with its other half.
Because, yeah, I tried to give it to the sailor's skeleton, but apparently that was not correct. And now the ghost of her ghost is coming out of the mirror to do things. Okay, did she leave something on the
desk? As the reflection
desk?
disappeared back into the mirror, I looked at the dresser and saw that something had been left behind. A small ivory comb. I didn't think Abigail would mind if I took the comb with me.
Yes, that's a weird one, right? Because when they gave me that necklace, they were like, oh, it has to return to its rightful owner. And I was like, the sailor? Since she has half, then he has half. But no, apparently it was for her. Yes. Yeah, we need to fix her hair. Okay, we have a comb. There was that paper, right, where we can make some sort of instrument out of a comb and tissue paper?
Remembering my childhood days, I wrapped the tissue paper around the comb to form a rudimentary kazoo.
Okay, so now we have a kazoo.
It was a homemade kazoo, perfect for badly improvised folk tunes.
Because of what? What we want to do focus for? The theater? We want to scare the puppet theater away with our kazoo? Because I'm not sure what else it's for. Unless we want to go to the music room and have a piece with the musician. Okay, we're doing it.
What on earth are you doing, Murphy?
I just thought I could join in.
You know, we all have different musical talents. Maybe yours is being in the audience.
Harsh. Okay, well, he did have a reaction to it,
I didn't have anything
but
to talk to him about.
Not what we were expecting. Can I mess with the puppet theater using the kazoo? Because that's the only thing on my mind right now. You don't enjoy my kazoo music? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, hey guys, would you like me to play you the kazoo? Is that annoying? Or did that just go into the theater and didn't actually try to use the kazoo? Can I play you the kazoo?
I didn't need to show him that.
Okay, can I actually play this here?
Perhaps it was the piratical air that brought to mind the mimicry skills of a parrot. If Squawkin' Hawkins could do it, maybe I could give it a try.
Okay, now it's worked.
Non ci posso credere. That was my moment. Your moment. We agreed in rehearsals that this scene would be about me. Che cosa, I did no such thing.
Okay, we're causing trouble. Do we just have to continuously annoy them with the kazoo, or what?
That seemed to get one of the puppeteers riled up. I wondered if I could do the same for the other.
Oh my god, we have to find a second thing to annoy them with? Seriously, do you want a feather duster full of spider webs? Oh, it's not enough that this game is making us think of one thing to annoy them with. We need 2 things to annoy them with. Should we just throw some gunpowder in and blow this place up? Oh my. Oh great, I need to find a way to make a honking sound. What else was around here? Clown's nose. Was there a clown? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was.
Hey, Mac. Don't be too down about your fish. The waters around here contain all manner of surprises. I reeled in an icebox last week, and a gas cooker the week before that. Just need a lure in a sink, and I could renovate our kitchen back home. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be delivering to the Captain's Club tonight. If you see old Felix, ask him if they're running low, would you?
Okay, well, I can go
decided to leave Ned to his fishing.
talk to the people at the Captain's Club about the fish delivery.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
How's the club tonight?
Buzzing.
That lively, huh?
No, I mean I just had to remove a wasp nest from the gentleman's lavatory.
Is the elevator still not fixed?
It hasn't been fixed for the last 7 months. I doubt it will miraculously start working for you tonight.
How did it break, anyway?
The city council rented out the whole club one day for a meeting to discuss a new town seal. Some sort of insignia representing Dead Nettle's history and culture. Unfortunately, the mayor misunderstood the brief and showed up with a seal of the aquatic type. 2 fins, whiskers, a little tricorn hat, and the moniker Captain Snoops. Took the entire council to wrestle him back into the elevator and get him down to the docks. And it overloaded the motor. And do you know what the real cherry on top was? He got the animal wrong. Captain Snoops was a sea lion, not a seal.
What's the difference?
An I, an O, and an N.
Okay.
Crab McCready told me you kicked him out of the club for teaching a parrot poetry?
Yes, that's quite correct.
That doesn't seem very fair.
You didn't hear the poetry. If I may regale you, there was a young man from Bombay. Took the slow boat to China one day. He was pinned to the tiller by a frisky gorilla, and China's a bloody long way.
I see.
Okay, then.
Apologies if we're in disagreement about whether that sort of material is appropriate for the Captain's Club.
Nope. Can't argue with that. Very fair conclusion.
Well, it's an achievement to listen to the terrible poetry.
Do you have any tips for English billiards?
Is that what Pemberley's calling it? There is one bit of advice I can give.
Oh, really?
Use the pointy thing to hit the round thing.
Okay, well, that didn't help. We tried that.
Ned Kipps wants me to ask if you need any more fish for the Captain's Club.
I'm afraid we're not serving food tonight. Chef's come down with a case of gastroenteritis, from undercooked fish, ironically. But if we did need some, I'd be rather wary of getting it from the Dead Nettle Pier based on the rumors I've heard. A horseshoe and a pencosa. I wonder what aquatic ironmongery will be next. A candlestick and a catfish, perhaps?
Perhaps.
I'd best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
Yeah, the elevator is just broken by the seal, sea lion, or whatever. Well, apparently the cooks got food poisoning, so clearly we shouldn't eat here. And the parrot says terrible poetry.
Penco's a fish I could smell from the kitchens?
Out on the docks, actually. Ned started up a grill.
I had a Penco's of fish once.
To eat?
No, I could never eat him. He was a pet of mine. Used to swim around in my bathtub, though he didn't much care for the squeeze when Mrs. Pemberley took a bath. Lived to the ripe old age of 13. I had him stuffed and mounted aboard the Spirit Queen to honor his treasured life. Bernie, I called him.
I had the dawning realization that I knew that fish better than I had expected.
I wonder what happened to him.
Well, he's definitely Bernie now, I can tell you that.
Yeah, about that, he had a little adventure with us. And yeah, now he's outside if you want to go see him one last time before he gets thrown away.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're ready for the rematch, right? Because we haven't figured out how to cheat.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Spirit Queen burned down.
Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was that damn fool Moray, wasn't it? He never loved her the way I did. She was 1 in a million. A personality as fierce as the Mississippi. A sway when she moved that could hypnotize any man. And curves in all the right places.
It's a
Are
boat.
we still talking about a boat?
Huh, yeah, so we
I
have
must be running
to
along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McCallum.
figure out the cheating as well.
The billiard table was already occupied.
But I'm not sure how we get to that. Like, do we distract him with the kazoo while he's trying to do his shot or something?
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
I'd like a rematch at English billiards.
Thinking you can beat what I hit before? Step right up.
Okay, so he's not going to do another shot, because I was like, oh, if I can maybe distract him while he's doing that, then he would mess up. But no, we just have to go against his actual record. Screw lift on the table. Apparently we need something from the manor.
Bad, Captain McCallum. It seems my standing as champion of the Captain's Club continues.
'Cause, yeah.
Jacking up the corner of the table would have potted the ball quickly, but it wouldn't have made the ball bounce off the sides in the process.
Yes, we need the ball to bounce, because apparently that's the rules, and it's not just to get the ball in. And yes, we can't use the kazoo to annoy him while he's trying to do this stuff. Okay. What? Okay, so we need some honking thing. Have we seen any honking thing? Oh my god, there's just so many things happening, and I'm like, what is the order of those things? Oh yeah, the teaspoon. We were going to look for a teaspoon. The inventory bar will scroll sideways. They have arrows for them, yes. Currently, yes, we have... So we have the gree, and we have the manuscript for doing the initial spell, right? But it's like, yeah, some of the items, we haven't used them for ages. And they're still in our inventory. That's where we learned how to make the kazoo, right? From the old magazine we had with us that we've ripped the cover off since. I knew I saw that somewhere. But it's been a while, so I was like, I don't remember where we actually saw it. I was just like, I remember it was a thing. Did you have a teaspoon, child? Ah, no, I didn't mean to leave. Now we're gonna have to run around the whole thing again. Well, they were clearly not impressed with our kazoo skills so far. But I guess they're not our friends, so you know. Okay, the tea party. Do you have a teaspoon at the tea party?
Then we bribe the kindergarteners and use them for espionage.
There is a spoon. I was just being...
Do you mind if I take this?
Good
blind.
idea. You can be my butler.
So yes, totally missed the spoon. Did not see it. Okay, so now we can maybe scoop the molasses. Hello, gloves. Oh, your feces is on Tuesday. Oh my god. Well, I hope you will. It will go well, and you're all prepared, and everything comes out great. Good luck. Okay, molasses, please. We've been waiting.
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
Okay, we've got the molasses. It was so simple, and it took so long.
Stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as swords.
Quiet, quiet. It's him again.
Okay, finally, have some molasses in your tea.
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Does this dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point. He'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
That better.
Mmm.
You like the tea now?
Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Okay, can I have the tea leaves now?
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, butler. You shall be spared the dungeons.
Here's the thing, right? Now that we have the teacup with the tea leaves, all that unlocks is the third brother's path, which means we're now gonna have 3 separate things we're trying to solve. Because we're gonna go to his room and unlock the third trial we're trying to follow. But maybe they're intertwined in some way and we have to do them all at the same time. I don't know. But let's go see Madame Planchette about this situation. Okay.
Welcome
Hello.
back, Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
Yeah, maybe it would be easier, or maybe it would be more confusing, because I was like, oh, the map, that should be easy. We just take it to the guy, and then turn out there is a whole puppet show we have to deal with.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
As he walks slowly around the table.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate.
We just summoning them ghosts.
Yardley Bellemore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee? I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged. Among alcoves of the dead, Yardley is still alive as brick by brick, he is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped, look at the painting.
Okay, so that's what the crypt is for. Because I've seen it a few times now. Yeah, I don't recall seeing any eyes.
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
I mean, do they even have drinks at this club? That club seems very understocked on everything. And, I mean, there's only like 2 people in there, so who knows? Well, we get to snoop in another room at least. Something to do. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we just have to, like, generally go through everything and every time make sure nothing new has happened. Like, maybe the guy on the beach has something new to say or something like that. Yeah, he did say he found an icebox, so we may be able to learn more about it. Wow, this is quite the room.
I had more urgent things to do than cozy up with a book.
It might be important.
The chest contained only a myriad of theatrical costumes, not one of which I wanted to wear around the island.
Yeah, but maybe there is like a honking clown nose somewhere here. Did you think about that? There is stuff around
Looking
here.
good, Murphy.
Okay, we looked at ourselves.
The machine looked ready to operate. All it needed was a blast from the tanks.
Okay, blast from the tanks. We've got
I opened
tanks.
the tap on the gas tank. Nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold mist billowed out, and from
Ice!
the machine came
Dry
a smattering
ice!
of dry ice.
We've got ice. Can't
I
touch it
couldn't
with
pick
our...
up
Yeah.
the dry ice with my bare hands.
Really? Can you pick it up with the flask? Yes, you
I
can.
collected the dry ice in the flask. That would keep it from melting, at least for the time being.
There is a clown mask over there on the wall, but it's not selectable. We can't do anything about it. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, nothing else here. Yes, there is one, but no, that's not the right one. Okay, well, we've got ice. So... Oh, hi, little child. So yeah, I guess we got ice for the church, but not something specifically about him.
Hello again, Sebastian.
Oh, it's you again.
Not playing hide and seek anymore?
I've outgrown it.
Sore loser, huh?
I didn't lose. You cheated. Anyway, I've moved on to this now.
A paddle ball?
My mum found it for me after I told her I wasn't getting the tin boot I wanted for my birthday.
It's not even your birthday.
That doesn't matter. Anyway, what? Bet you can't do this.
Yeah, it
the
bounces.
Little brat had me there. Like hula hooping, unicycling, and stilt walking, my facility with a paddle ball was on par with my ability to do other completely useless party tricks.
But we have to somehow trick the child to give it to us.
Shouldn't you be getting ready for the wedding?
I'm not the page boy anymore. I've been demoted.
How did that happen?
Well, before I started playing with this paddle ball, I found a marble in one of the bedrooms. A super-sized one, perfect for bombing.
Whose bedroom?
One of the guest rooms. Mr. Beaumont's, I think. He's certainly lost his marbles.
What did you do with it?
Like my dad taught me, I'm keeping Mum on that one. All I'm going to say is that it was a big mix-up. Mrs. Craddock must have had her sense of humour surgically removed.
So, you think you're good with that paddle ball, huh?
Better than you'll ever be. Just name a trick and I can do it.
Yeah, they definitely made him annoying, and I feel not bad about cheating and taking her stuff.
Bet you can't do the paddle ball with one hand behind your back.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
I mean, your other hand behind your back. Do it behind your back, the trick. Where are you going?
Hello, Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddle ball standing on one leg.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I assume once again we're gonna have to like
Hello, Sebastian.
mess with him before any of this is gonna work. Yeah, eyes closed.
Bet you can't do the paddle ball with your eyes closed.
And yeah, we can
learn.
snip it. Yes, destroy the child's toy.
I didn't want to damage the furnishings.
Not the furnishings, the child.
That had been a good idea. I just needed to be a little quicker.
What you mean quicker? After I tell
Hello,
him?
Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddle ball with your eyes closed.
Look and learn.
Okay, snip, snip.
With Sebastian's eyes closed, I took out my scissors, and when the timing was right, snipped.
Okay, now it's got off somewhere.
Hey, what happened to my paddle ball?
Nothing.
Snapped right off there. Maybe you need to practice a bit more. With any other child, I'd feel guilty. With Sebastian, it felt like evening out the cosmic balance.
Yes, definitely
I
needed.
bet Mallory was behind this.
Definitely needed the child to be annoying for this. Okay, there it is, a bouncy ball. Perfect for our
Picked
needs.
up the red rubber ball I'd cut from the paddle ball. It looked like a clown's nose.
Okay, but that's for the billiards, right? Not
It was
for
the red
squeezing.
rubber ball I'd cut away from Sebastian's paddle ball.
I assume there's gonna be extra steps to us needing to do stuff where to replace the ball on the table because he's looking, right? So it might not be that straightforward. Anyway, we have ice now though, so we can go in here and we can spook the Rum Brothers with the cold. There you go. Some ice for you so that you can feel a bit chilly. How does it feel?
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
The ghost's presence begins to interfere with the electric fields, most commonly seen manifesting as flickering lights.
Okay, we've got to flicker the lights now. To prove to them it's all ghosts. Okay, we can use this fuse.
If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, it was time to do some rewiring.
Yes, we can do.
I turned the
click,
dial to
click.
redirect the electricity through the faulty fuse.
Yes, now he wants to touch it.
Boss, the lights are flickering!
That's gotta be a coincidence.
Or a sign of ghosts!
What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris?
The tolling of a bell!
Well, we already know there is a bell rope
If the
here.
tolling of a bell was the third sign of ghostly activity, it was time to ring in the witching hour.
There we go.
The bell!
A chill in the air. Flickering lights. The tolling of the bell.
Do you think it's...
Ghosts!
Run for your life!
Yeah, we better get out of the way so they don't see us. I don't think they're...
blasted car!
The car is working very well.
Why are we not moving, Musket?
Because out of that long line of automobiles on Delancey Street, you decided to steal something less reliable than a politician's promise! Start, you rust bucket!
It started, Musket.
There we go. And now, we floor it.
Yeah, they took it because it was a crank for their car. Right? It's like a crank car, but I think they crashed.
We crashed, Musket.
I can see that we crashed, Morris. Well, there's only one thing we can do.
What's that, boss?
Run!
Run for our lives!
Yeah, so now their car's gonna be crashed out there, so I assume we can get stuff. But yes, is there anything we can do here first? There's barrels full of rum if we want to fill our bottle again.
I didn't need any more rum.
Really? No more rum? You sure? You sure you don't want to drill out the hole?
I didn't need any more rum.
Fine. No more rum, guys. He says no more. We're all rummed out.
The window is even more beautiful in person, adorning the altar below it like a crown. And that's when I noticed something. Below the window was a cross-shaped indentation in the wood that made me think something was missing.
Yeah, you can never, have enough rum for your safety, as we need to find a cross to put in here. And yes, there is a book here.
Taking the book, I realized it was an old Bible, with a thicker layer of dust than a nudist's summer wardrobe.
Okay then, that's quite the comparison.
I couldn't see anything to do with the statue.
Okay, nothing to do with the statue. Anything to do with
If the
this
statue
statue?
held any secrets, I couldn't decipher them.
But yes, the glass window, I think it matches the crypt as well, so there might be a channel in here that goes into the crypt, and that's the secret entrance. But yes, we have to get a crucifix, but that means we can go back to the priest. But yes, we can also go and check out what's going on with their car. So, yeah. Here's the crank.
I picked up the starter crank from the jalopy seat.
I assume we're gonna use this on the well.
I didn't need to drive the car.
Oh, the horn! The horn! Let's get the horn. Yeah, can I take it, please? How do I release it from there? Oh yeah, there was something written on the glass, I didn't read it. I was like, oh, there's a text there, and then I forgot to read it. Yes, how do I get this horn out of here? Some pliers? Yeah. He's just doing something with it. Okay, this is, yes, shaping up to something. So we were all blocked by the spoon that I didn't pick up because I'm blind. In the light, find the cross, for it shall bring you safe passage. Okay, so... Oh, this is the fort with the lighthouse. So this is gonna be... We need to do the fog to get him to do the lighthouse so that we can go into the fort so that we can have the light. Yeah, so I assume it's gonna be in the fort. It's like, I can see the steps they want us to do, but get stuck on like small things of like, oh, that little bit. Yeah, we can do quite a few things now because we just needed the eyes to unlock a bunch of those paths. We just have to, you know, get his granny jog to take us to the puppet theater. Okay, let's honk at them. Okay. That enough to annoy them?
You're speaking over my lines. I'm not speaking over your lines. You're adding in lines that weren't in the script.
Okay. I'm gonna fight now.
You did it again. Mama always told me you tried to upstage me. Que pazia. Mama told you that? She always told me I should go solo.
Yeah, can you open your puppet theater somewhere else?
I quit. You quit. I quit first. You'll never work in this town again. Work in this town again? We only arrived this morning.
Okay then. They're fighting.
You
There.
sabotaged the show.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just...
That was hilarious.
Okay.
I liked it when the puppets fight, but I love it when it's the puppeteers.
Glad you enjoyed the show.
Could I borrow those instruments you used? If they come back, I'd like to direct the encore.
Sure, I doubt I'll have much more use for them.
Oh, finally some items out of our inventory so we don't have to consider them. But yes, I was for a second there worried he's gonna be mad at us and he's like, I'm not taking you anywhere until you apologize to the puppet people and give them something else. Okay, can we go now, please? To the cove.
Could you take me to Crossbone Cove?
Well, look at that. That's quite the dangerous destination. Do you know how many boats have crashed against the rocks along that coast?
Does that mean we can't go?
Oh, sure we can. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Boat charter, insurance, perilous route supplement, double pay at this time of night. It's gonna cost you at least $50.
$50?
Plus tax. Let's call it $75 total.
75?
But listen, I'll give you private hire of the ferry for the rest of the night.
I don't have that much.
No problem. Just get back to me when you do. As I say it, you've got no other choice. Ain't no other ferry around at this time of night.
Okay, so we need to get $75 for this to be available to us. Well, we can go back to the manor, or we can go back to the well, or we can go to the captain's club with our bouncy ball, see if we can do anything here. What do we need to do to swap the billiards?
I had an idea. One that required skill, subtlety, and finesse. Or at least the ability to hurl a billiard ball through an open doorway. Yoink!
Did you just touch the table?
Absolutely not.
I would never.
Ow! Who threw that?
We hit someone. Okay, well now we can do the trick.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
I'd like a rematch at English billiards.
Thinking you can beat what I hit before? Step right up.
Let's go. And then we get the golden trophy. Do you think that's worth $75? Yep. Bang, bang, bang. And he's not suspicious about the noises it's making, just going boing, 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 boing all over the table.
I don't believe it. I've never seen 14s before. You must have arms like the coupling rods on a steam train.
A blessing and a curse, as I've discovered more than once to my own cost. But I don't like to boast. Does this mean I win the trophy?
I'm afraid it does, but you need to bring it back next Wednesday for the potluck. We'll have a rematch then.
I won't be here next Wednesday, so tough luck.
With my newfound title as club billiards champion, it was time to claim my trophy.
Okay, and they said this trophy was made out of a cannonball, so we are now carrying an entire cannonball in our vest, and that's totally not too heavy for our existence. I don't even know why we want this, but we do. Yeah, maybe we can sell it to the jeweler for $75 or something. Did we want to talk to the fisherman still? Did he have anything more to say to us? I'm not sure. We will try. If we could only jog faster.
I decided to leave Ned to his fishing.
Okay. We have nothing to say to him. Let's go to the jewelry store and try to sell our trophy for some much needed money. I wonder, are we ever gonna cut down those clothes? Because he kept saying he doesn't want to, but there must be a reason to. Hello, jewelry store person. Would you like my golden ball?
Would you be able to polish this trophy for me?
Oh, no.
That's not a purchase that was made here, is it?
No, I got it from the captain's club.
What a relief. I could never forgive myself for selling something so gaudy.
Okay, so all we can ask is to polish it. He's not gonna wanna buy it.
I needed to think of something else.
Like, just use it to crash the cash register and get all his money from the register. Although he said the business wasn't going so well, so who knows? But okay, that's not what we need it for, and therefore we can go back to the manor and talk to the priest about his Bible. Because we know at least that's something we needed to do. Finally, like, how long has it been since we've spoken to him about it? Hello?
Is this the Bible you've been looking for?
My word! That it is, my boy! Oh, where did you find it?
Fallen down the side of a cabinet back in St. Juniper's church.
People do say they find faith in the most unexpected places, but down the side of furniture is certainly one of the most common. I'm most indebted to you. Is there anything I can give you to show my appreciation?
Actually, I did have my eye on that crucifix you're wearing.
Ah, are you looking for spiritual guidance, my child?
Absolutely. Particularly if it guides me to something hidden in St. Juniper's church.
Then I shall give it to you with my deepest thanks.
He will just trade us. Yeah, we need to produce fog. I'm not sure if we can get more dry ice. We might.
It guide you to where you want to go.
Since the ram worked multiple times, so we can go to the room and pick some up, see if it works. Because yeah, I was trying to like start a fire.
My Bible returned to me. Why, if I hadn't gotten it back, we would have had to cancel the wedding.
Oops. Well then. So we could have avoided the whole situation by just not finding the Bible for him, and then everything would be fine. Can I have more dry ice, please? Yes, we can have more dry ice. Yes, that's another thing about this game that I don't think I've seen in too many point-and-clicks I've played, where typically the ones I've played, everything works just once, but in here, yes, we had the RAM working multiple times, and now I guess the dry ice works multiple times. So we can get that done as well, maybe. Okay. We can even decide which side of tab we come from if we aim the cursor right. So yeah, if we go in there, we may have to turn off the fans so it doesn't disperse our fog. Right, because otherwise it may just blow it all away. Come on, move on. Yes, fans off. Go outside and put some of the dry ice in the window box. Yep, apparently that works.
The dry ice clattered into the metal window box.
Okay. Is that working now? No? Okay, it's not doing anything. Do I need the fans on? But they're on by default, so I'm not sure how that would be any helpful. Will that pull the ice smoke in? Nope. Do we need to, like, pour water onto the dry ice to make it melt faster or something? We do have the bottle. So we can maybe get some water from the fountain. Bellows, maybe? Well, now I'm getting
with
water.
water from the fountain.
Well, let's go and see. We can try the bellows.
I didn't need to blow on that.
Well, apparently we don't need to blow on that.
I didn't need to blow on that.
Okay, put it away then. Water? Yeah, okay. Yeah, pouring water works, because then it's gonna start melting and releasing, and then we bellows, maybe.
I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice, and immediately it started to evaporate, filling the area with mist.
Yeah, now we bellows.
A quick blast of air wouldn't have done much to move the mist.
Okay, so do we want the fans on then? They are on.
I
Fans
flicked the
off?
switch, turning off the ceiling fans, and watched as the mist outside stopped being blown into the night air and instead began to fall into the club.
Okay, finally.
Waiter!
I'm not the waiter, but okay. For this I will pretend to be.
I told you, I don't work here.
Do you know how to work a lock at least?
Sure I do.
Right. Well, the fog's coming in, and someone needs to switch on the lighthouse light. I would do it myself, but that fort's danker than the inside of a sailor's trousers. Use this key to unlock the gate, then turn on the light with the switch on the ramparts. Think you can handle that?
We've been deputized for the lighthouse. Yes, laziness for the win. Okay. Well, we can still go crank the well just to see. It's annoying that the stop button is the menu, but also hovering it like opens this side menu, so I keep accidentally going to the main menu. But anyway, we can go quickly to the well to see that the crank works, but I assume we're still missing whatever we want to put on the hook. Right, we're gonna need some sort of bucket.
The crank slid into the gear mechanism perfectly.
Yes, perfect. So it goes down the well. Is it gonna bring something up, or do we need to put a bucket on it?
The rope was already lowered as far as it would go.
Okay.
I'd heard of throwing a coin down a well to make a wish, but
oh, we're just
never
gonna
of throwing
slide
yourself down.
Fine.
I just had to hope a 30-year-old rope could still hold my weight.
I mean, you're gonna get rope burn, my friend, unless you know how to climb that. Yes, cranks are universal, and apparently he's got grip of steel.
With
oh
some
well.
luck, I found I'd landed on a metal platform jutting out into the hollow of the well. Clearly, I wasn't the first person to come down here, although the previous visitor might have arrived here more gracefully.
Well, there's a whole staircase and everything, so we're going somewhere.
Unless I planned on jumping even further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it.
Okay. Can we go, like, further down?
Unless I
no.
planned on jumping even further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it.
Well, I do have matches.
The light from a match was going to be too dim and too quick burning to properly examine what lay in the darkness. I needed to think bigger.
something bigger. Well, I have gunpowder.
If I lit the gunpowder in the alcove, it would certainly provide a large, if momentary, flash of light, but the explosion of everything around me would render the endeavor rather pointless.
You won't know unless you try it. Can I burn the greasy rag? Not sure if it's sort of flammable grease or not.
I would have burned my hand if I lit the greasy rag while holding it.
Okay, well, what can you put it on? Do we have any sort of holding implement?
I didn't need to make that greasy.
Maybe on the shovel?
I didn't need to make that greasy.
Stick it in the flask?
I didn't need to make that greasy.
I'm not asking you to make it greasy, I'm asking you to make a torch out of it. You know? If I put the rag in there? No, he says no. Burn some paper that we don't need.
Didn't work.
Put it on the feather duster.
I didn't need to dust that. I didn't need to make that greasy.
Do we burn the feather duster?
The feather duster would have burned up in an instant, leaving me without a feather duster and probably without eyebrows too.
Yeah, it's the rope. Oh, we can take the rope. Okay. There's a stick on it as well, so we may be able to use the stick.
I picked up the rope and the spindle it was attached to.
Okay, can we use, yeah, we get a broken spindle and we get a rope. Okay, now put the greasy...
Knowing how flammable the grease-soaked cotton would be, I wrapped it around the spindle to form a rudimentary torch.
There we go, we're making something. And now light it up and we can have fire. We're doing it. It's fine. We were just testing, you know, other ways we could blow ourselves up. Just in case it was funny and it worked.
I took a match out of the matchbook, careful not to drop it onto the wet floor, and ignited the torch. The torch burned brightly, dancing light into the formerly dark alcove. And that's when I saw it. Hidden within the rock face was a small metal box with a button on it.
How helpful.
I pressed the button and immediately heard the sound of sparking electricity, seemingly coming from within the rocks themselves. And then...
Ooh, secret tunnel. Let's go into this cave. And our torch blew out. Don't put a burning torch into my pocket.
Like a labyrinth through the underground rock. With each step, I felt more and more lost, and ready to turn back. Then up ahead, I saw a glimmer of light.
We've put so many things in our pockets, you know, a burning torch. What's that? Considering it can fit object as large as we are, you know, probably it's also fire resistant.
The top of the stairs appeared to be a dead end, but the wooden board blocking my way and the muffled sounds of electricity suggested there was more to this passageway than met the eye.
Okay.
I placed my hands on the obstruction and pushed.
Ooh, ooh. Secret laboratory.
I emerged into a dimly lit office that seemed to have been taken over by frighteningly active machinery, and from the familiar groaning of wood, I realized where I was.
So here's the dead guy with a knife, and here's his key.
I solved your treasure hunt, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me taking this as my reward.
Okay, can we take the knife? No. Oh.
So you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor before me.
Rackham.
You know who I am. Surely you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
I mean, so I've been told multiple times now, if there was even a song about me dying.
I know all about your plan, Rackham.
My plan will succeed with or without your interference. I'm afraid you're making a terrible mistake, McCallan. For your own sake, I suggest you leave this island for good.
Never. Whether you like it or not, I'm part of this story now too.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead,
Perhaps it's time you joined them.
Just as Cecil Bellemore's blood poured from his body,
so shall yours.
We're being threatened. Ah! Oh no! It's happened again. Oh, interesting.
Raccoon's telekinetic powers had dropped me onto the mill's conveyor belt. My wrists and ankles now tied with the same wire that was strewn about the mill. But at least the buzzsaw wasn't on.
It's about to turn on. Yep.
And then it got even worse.
Ah! Ah! Someone help. I can't use my inventory. I'm about to be sawn in half.
With inches to spare, the belt snagged on the working wooden frame and gave me a chance of escape, acutely aware that it could catch again any moment and send me hurtling into the spinning blade. With my hands and feet bound, I couldn't reach my belongings.
Okay, we're bound.
I needed to think of something else.
Yeah, we need to cut it on the thing.
Carefully, I held the wire wrapped around my wrists against the spinning blade. It cut through them like butter, just like it would do to me if I couldn't get my ankles free. No matter how hard I pulled.
Okay, well now we have our thing, so we can use our scissors.
With seconds left, I hacked into the wires with the scissors and just managed to cut through them. With my legs free, I swung myself off the conveyor belt. I'd survived being cut in half, and now I had Cecil's key.
And of course, Firefly was here to jump onto the keyboard in the final moment of us almost dying to this saw. No, he wasn't like, oh, maybe I should just use my free hands to, like, launch myself off the side or something. I mean, even when he was completely tied up, your best way out was to just roll over to the side, you know. I know there's little boards, but you could have probably managed it. But no, we had to stick our fingers into the basso trying to cut the rope where we couldn't see what's going on. But yes, we were almost sabotaged by a Firefly just jumping in. Are you trying to kill us? Is that your evil plan? And of course your claws are stuck in my jumper. Because why wouldn't there be? Yeah, no blade guards, no anything, you know, it probably even doesn't have that function that stops chopping if you throw a hot dog on it. So, you know, that's not very good. Yes, we can go to the fort and do the lighthouse. We can go to the church and open the entrance in the church. We have choices in our life. So I'm kind of like, let's go to church and do that quickly. Since I assume it's not gonna be too long to do that. Because who knows what's gonna happen in the fort.
Crucifix slid smoothly into the indentation, like the final piece in a jigsaw puzzle.
Okay, there is gonna be some puzzle button thingy. Orange buttons, red buttons, blue button, dark blue button. Okay, oh, we have to go to the fort to figure out what the colors are. Yes, the super secret laboratory was in the middle. Okay, so at least that probably tell us that when we go to the lighthouse, whatever we see there, we have to figure out the order. We have to press those buttons in based on what's in the lighthouse. Yep, so that's what we're gonna do. So actually good that we came here so we know that that's something we're looking for or whatever. So off. We did the fog already. Or is there more fog we need? Because we already got the key to the fort from making the fog. There we go. We're in. Can we find the cat? Because let's not forget there was a cat in here.
The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower. From the fort ramparts, I had an unobstructed view across the entire southeastern coast of the island. Cliffs and crags, waves and water, and an endless horizon.
Okay, so there's a switch we can turn on. Okay, so now it's pointing over there, but I assume we want to turn it so it's pointing at the church. Oh, okay, okay. We want to use the cannon.
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod, aim, fire.
Well, I have at least some of those things. I have
I poured the
gunpowder.
gunpowder into the cannon.
And I have a cannonball.
I loaded the billiards trophy into the cannon. Spherical and solid metal. It was the perfect improvised cannonball.
And well, I have a shovel. Can I use that as a ramrod?
That didn't work.
No. Can I use the feather duster?
Nope.
Fine. I will need something else to use as a ramrod. Well, yes, there is a wheel here. We can turn things. I wonder if different turning cause different things, but right now I know I want to point it at the church. Yes, okay. It's pointing at the church. Oh, there is a ramrod on the wall here. I was just covering it. Okay, and now we can
I packed in
load
the
it up.
gunpowder and makeshift cannonball. Now there were just 2 steps remaining. Aim and fire.
Yeah, what are we trying to fire at, Joe?
Whoa!
Oh, oops. Dropped it. Is that like you only get 1 chance to fire here?
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms.
Okay, there is a thing next to the wheel to also make it stop rolling. But yeah, we have matches.
I was only going to be able to fire this cannon once, and I needed to make sure it was aimed right. The rocky coastline all looked the same. I needed a way to make a target.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know what I would like to fire at right now, but yes, we can go back to the church and see the window now that I pointed the light at it. Yes, we've got...
Walking into the church, I was presented with the sight of the stained glass window illuminated beautifully by the lighthouse beam. They lined up perfectly.
Okay, in the light, find the cross, for it should bring you safe passage. So, I mean, it is corresponds
With the
to the
lighthouse light
thing.
illuminating the window, I could now make out the colors of the stained glass.
But how am I reading this in order to press the... Or is this like a turny thing?
Pressing the button, I noticed something had changed in the stained glass window. Whatever mechanical process it used was a mystery to me. But pressing the button caused the panes of glass to tilt, ever so slightly, so that the white light from the fort was split into 4 different colors that seemed to dance around the window.
Okay, so we're trying to make... yeah, this symbol is also on the crypt in the graveyard, right? So I assume what's gonna happen if we do this puzzle correctly, it's gonna open a passage to the crypt, or it's gonna open the crypt. That's what it's for. But yeah, we have to figure out what we're trying to do here. Because yeah, we can spin each of the circles and move the colors about. Yeah, right now I'm trying to be like, well, I'm trying to get the colors next to the corresponding circles. Is that what I'm trying to do? Is my assumption? Maybe. Like, is this what I want to do with the blue one? Same as the coat of arms in the... Yes, I was like, should it match the colors at the top, maybe? The yellow thing, or like the kind of light green, maybe it either goes on the outside or on the inside. There was a coat of arms in the fort. I actually didn't like look at it properly, so if the first idea doesn't work, then we may try that again, right? So if we spin this, we get the 2 oranges there. We need to turn the things around some more. This one here. But then we also want to... do this. And then spin the dark blue. There we go.
As soon as the plates in the stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center, I heard a rumble behind me. The sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
Yeah! Secret staircase! Okay. Let's go in. Totally safe, nothing bad's gonna happen to us. When would it ever?
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath the church into a dark, narrow tunnel.
There is red eyes at the bottom here, so totally not dangerous.
I considered taking one of the skulls, but each seemed firmly immovable and really creepy.
Okay. Well, we don't want to take the skulls. Or we want to take the skulls, but we can't. So, we're just going inside here.
Twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary crypt.
Okay, well, I guess he's bricked up in here. Right.
The brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hands, I could tell it wouldn't take much force to break through.
Okay, well, what force do we have? We've got the shovel.
I needed to know what was on the other side of that wall, and this was the situation that called for some straightforward destruction.
Okay, shovel works. We didn't need to go find some other tool, I guess. I appreciate that, at least. I mean, he's doing it really slowly, but it's happening. Yep, there he is.
You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
Yeah, just get the little hand drill and like scrape through the cement around the bricks.
I grow weary of your inability to heed my warning, Murphy McCallan. No good shall come from you pursuing this.
What you've done to Abigail Bellemore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Bellemore is dead. As will you be, if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
You haven't learnt, have you, McCallan? Everything you've done so far has just made the situation worse. Now is the time to back out.
I'll never do that, Rackham. Finding the treasure is more important to me now than it's ever been.
Then I hope it's a cause you're willing to die for. Just as Yardley Bellemore was entombed alive, so shall you be.
He keeps doing this to us. Ah, we've disappeared.
Rackham's spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me. And then I heard the noise, something thudding on the boards above me. That's when I realized I was being buried alive.
Oh no, the gravekeeper.
I pushed on the coffin lid with all my might, telling myself that an inch of cedar was all that separated me from the night air, but it was no use.
Well, now we can use the hand drill.
By the time I finished drilling my way out with the auger, I'd be under several feet of dirt.
Yeah, but you can drill a little hole and scream. Where is our stuff? Do we still have the honky? No, because the guy from the boat, the captain, he took our honky thing. Right? Well, we have the screw jack. Maybe
I
finally.
My pockets and took out the screw jack, bracing it between the floor and the lid.
We had it for so long.
The pressure grew and grew, until finally.
The gravedigger's gonna not like that. Oh, the game crashed. Oh no. Oh my god, and did not save. Well, that's annoying. We have the autosave. I don't know where it's gonna be. Okay. It's fine. We're back in the grave. So,
I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw
we
jack,
didn't lose the whole
bracing it
progress.
between the floor and the lid. With each crank, the pressure grew and grew, until finally...
Okay. Can I save now? Just to be safe. Let's save the game. Because yeah, I also didn't think too much about the fact that in theory it autosaves, but I'm not sure how often.
Hey! Could you get me out of here?
Murphy? What are you doing down there?
Trying to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where do you think I could go?
Yes,
Before
once
I'd even
again.
reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me.
Edgar's trying to bury people alive.
One good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key.
So Edgar, you wanna tell me all about how you tried to bury me alive? You know, this whole business you're into?
Good evening, Edgar.
Murphy, just the person I was hoping to see. I was walking through the cemetery just before and nearly broke my neck falling into a big old hole I definitely don't remember digging. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
A hole? You know, I have seen it. Almost went head over heels into it myself. Are you sure you didn't dig it?
Of course I didn't. And if I didn't, who or what did?
Maybe it was moles? Big ones. Really big ones.
Moles? Yeah, my doctor did say I should keep an eye on them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're a terrible menace on this town. We mess with everyone.
I found a way into the sanctuary crypt.
You got yourself in there? I thought that place was closed up tighter than a jar of pickles dipped in super glue.
I certainly did. The pattern on the entrance was a clue to a secret passage from the church.
Well, I'm envious, Murphy. That's the kind of place I can only dream of ending up.
A dank old crypt?
For some, but I see a nice, quiet atmosphere. Plenty of legroom, no nosy neighbors to interrupt your rest. Those skeletons in there don't know how good they have it. It's only us living folk who can actually appreciate it. In my opinion, death's wasted on the dead.
He just wants everyone to leave him alone.
Can you believe you almost buried me alive?
If anybody asks you, that never happened. One word of this gets out, and I'll never be allowed near a coffin again.
But what if I told
I'd best
the
be running along.
Goodbye.
newspaper lady about it? You think that would be enough scandal for her? Okay, well, if we go back to the crypt, let's see about opening it up from the other side. Or if there's anything else in here. Okay. Yeah, we can just go up. There we go, it's open now. In case we need it for later.
As I stepped across the stone threshold of the crypt, it struck me that I was the first person to do so in decades. Footsteps that Yardley never had the chance to make.
There we go. We've come out through the crypt. So we have 2 keys. We can probably go just put them in the fireplace if we wanna. And then we still have the $75 we need to find for the boat ride.
The key didn't fit that keyhole. I placed the first key into the mantelpiece. The key
Is it based on the order of their doors or
I placed the
something?
second key into the mantelpiece.
Okay, well, that's 2 out of 3. Now we just need to get the first. Well, I didn't check everything in the secret lab because I got kicked out, but we can probably return there through the mill and see if there's anything to do in there. If we go through the mill and we go through the door and we go through the other door. I was so busy, you know, with the fact that he tried to kill me that I didn't come back, but no, we can...
It didn't feel right pulling the dagger from the skeleton.
Okay, we can't have the dagger.
I didn't want to interfere with the skeleton any more than I had to.
Okay, he's just a big baby and doesn't want to touch any skeletons.
So this was the generator that the water wheel was powering. This was what was bringing the spark of life to Cecil's experiments.
But what was he experimenting on?
The scrawls looked like the writings of a madman. I could identify words in Latin and strange occult symbols, but pieced together, they looked like they'd only have meaning to their author.
Okay, so nothing we can do with...
Despite my efforts, I couldn't find a way to open the bookcase passage from this side. Horror novels had told me that one of the shelved books might be a secret lever, but if there was one, I couldn't find it.
It's probably like a whole combination of books. Okay, so... doesn't seem like there's anything else to find here. Just scrollings and the bookcase and the skeleton, and he doesn't want to touch the skeleton. So I think that's that for the lab. And I mean, there didn't seem to be any extras in the crypt. Okay, we've reduced some items. Okay, so now we need $75, but also we can go back to the fort, see if we can light up more things, and what will that do? Right? Because maybe we can light up the stuff on the coast for the cannon. Because then we will know where we want to aim it. Okay, it's aiming at the coast there, nothing there to see. Okay, now it's aiming at that location we haven't been to yet. So, can we see?
With so many coves and caves along the coast, it was difficult to make out what was what.
Okay, I think... yeah, so I think we have to know where we're aiming, but yes, now I'm like... what else? The fossil hunter, right? Maybe he wants to go find treasure. You wanna go find treasure?
Did you say you were looking for a more secluded beach?
Yes, that's right.
Rackham in the background.
Found one?
Look at this! Further along the coast is a bay called Crossbone Cove.
Crossbone Cove! That does sound very bony. How do we get there?
Very
There's
bony.
a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance. Let me write you a check.
Does he take check? You know? Maybe he only takes cash. $75. That's some signature. Like his signature is a little fossil.
It was a signed check I'd been given by Muffy Carlyle, the fossil hunter, to charter a ferry to Crossbone Cove.
Yeah, he's a little nerd.
That should cover it.
I'll go charter it at once.
Okay. Off to the town. I mean, it is like the 1930s, so I assume a lot more people were running on checks. Hey dude, do you take check? Yes, I mean, I don't think you can even get a check in this country anymore. People would think you're weird. Hi, do you want the check? Is the game frozen again? Why can't I talk to him? Hello? Okay, the game is not letting me press on Crab McCready. Oh my god, why is this broken? If I go to the menu and I save the game, where is my autosave at? Okay, my autosave is here. So let's try that again. Can we talk to him, please? Okay, it's working now.
Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'll talk to you later.
I assume I just give you the check.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Ooh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlisle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Yeah. Oh, we get another flag in case we need to
Consider this ferry chartered.
grease
Thank
up
you
anything
for placing
else.
Your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the reviews. Now, once your compatriot is here, we can cast off. Pen that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
And so we were off, captained by a man whose body composition had more alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet he navigated like a seasoned dancer, pirouetting through the treacherous currents with a drunken grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner.
The captain's drunk.
Crab, I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
Yes, it only works when he's drunk. Oh yeah, we paid big money to just take a little trip up the cove.
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. I might have made it collapse.
But what if I like fire a cannonball into it? Got any fossils
Hello
yet?
again, Muffy.
Hello, Murphy.
Any luck finding those fossils?
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
Gold, gems. Yes, he's
My
like...
goodness, Muffy! Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the figurative footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have them.
Yeah, well, he gave us a fistful of gems.
Thank you, Muffy.
So, you know, not so bad. You know, maybe we will be able to survive after the fact that we quit our job as a tax auditor.
What do you think of Crossbone Cove, Muffy?
I feel like a real explorer out here. Such daring and tranquil isolation. Inaccessible. Miles from civilization.
It's nice to get away from it all, isn't it?
Just the place to build a summer retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht, connect up a road for Rufus, my driver, a few cottages for the staff. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation properly.
Oh, of course. He wants it proper rich style.
You haven't seen a cave around here, have you?
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost one?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in the last place you look.
Are they now?
Good luck with the fossil hunting.
I'm close. I can feel it.
Okay, well, I assume we're gonna need to use the cannon to like blow something up here, right? Because it looks like there's rockfall
At
here.
the far end of Crossbone Cove, all I came across was a wall of rocks and boulders. It seemed the cave I was after had gone missing.
Yes, I assume the lighthouse, it changes based on where I spin it, right? So I specifically pointed it at those rocks because I was like, oh, the cannon is pointed at here, so I just need the light to see where I'm gonna be firing, right? But then I needed to actually come here, I assume, do something before I can fire.
The rowboat had no oars, and more importantly, no structural integrity. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, where I need something that I will be able to see from the fort in order to do it. There's obviously the rock pile and stuff like that, so either I'm setting up a fire or I can put some gemstones on top of a rock pile. They don't even look like gemstones, they actually look like sea glass.
There was a handful of multicolored gemstones, undoubtedly pirate treasure.
Well, I got my brooch again. You know, multi-purpose for playing with cats.
What is this thing?
Ah, there's a cairn. Probably built centuries ago.
What was it used for?
The cairns were used by pirates as markers. You see, with all these coves and caves along the coastline, it'd be easy to lose track of which one held the booty. So they'd stack up the rocks and put something reflective on top, like a shard of metal from a broken cutlass or a handheld mirror. Then, as they'd sail the coast, they'd shine their lanterns across the beaches, and if they saw something reflect back, they knew that's where they'd hidden the stolen loot.
Do you think the cove still has treasure?
I don't think so. What's the point of hiding gold and jewels if you don't come back to collect and spend them?
Well, I mean, they could have died before they got to come for them, but yes. The brooch is back in business.
As I placed the polished brooch on the cairn, it caught the light of the lighthouse beam and reflected it back fantastically, like a signal mirror.
So yes, we're already set up for all of that, so I assume we have to go back and then fire the cannon. Yes, it's for
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
My aiming system for my cannonballs. We love cannonballs around here. Yes, can we just go back
to Dead Nettle, please?
I'll stay here. Come back to me later. I'm not leaving until I find a fossil.
That guy's elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor now, does it? Hop aboard, Murphy.
Okay, off to the fort we go. And we get firing our cannon.
The cannon looked like a...
Yeah, okay, well, we're ready, right? So...
The cannon was ready to fire, but Muffy was still at Crossbone Cove. No matter how annoying the lanky fellow was, I couldn't fire the cannon while he was still on the beach searching for fossils.
Oh no, so now we probably have to get him a fossil to find so that he can get out of there before we fire the cannon at him. Well, can we go to the jewel or give him some gemstones for the fossils? Yeah, there's always more steps. Nothing is straightforward. Look at my jewels.
I've got something to sell that I think you'll be very interested in.
Wonderful! What is it you're selling?
These are genuine pirate gems. They were discovered at the treacherously inaccessible Crossbone Cove, where they must have laid undisturbed for 2 centuries. Just imagine their history. Fierce ship battles, sword fights, X marks the spot. They must be priceless.
That's a very exciting story, Murphy. But I'm afraid what we have here is glass.
Yeah, sea glass.
Glass?
Yes, sea glass. Bits of bottle or a broken lantern, perhaps. They fall into the sea, then get smashed up into little pieces by the rocks. The tide wears them down until you end up with pretty little polished pieces like this.
Does that mean you're not going to buy them off me?
I'm afraid not. But they are pretty. I'll tell you what I'll do. Have a look and see if there's something you'd like to trade them for. Does that sound like a deal?
Yes, I want a fossil,
like the
please.
best deal I'm going to get.
Can I have the fossil, please?
Could I trade the sea glass for one of these fossils?
Certainly. I think that's within your price range. Which would you like?
The swirly one at the front would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking it was sea glass because that's a common thing you find on the beach. And it's pretty, I like sea glass.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I got a bunch of sea glass from various beaches in Scotland. Okay, well, we've got our fossil, so now we've gotta go back to the cove.
Returning to Crossbone Cove, I discovered the lighthouse at Fort de la Moor was now illuminating the inside of the cove.
Okay, and now we've gotta like bury it somewhere, or do we just give it to him? Hey, look, a fossil.
Muffy, look what I just found.
Is that what I think it is? A dinosaur fossil. A memento of the behemoths. A shadow of a bygone age. My very own dinosaur. That's an ammonite, that is.
Really not helping here, Crab.
Just saying.
And it was right
it's a
here where you were
dinosaur.
searching. You were right after all.
I was right. I'm a real-life paleontologist. This'll show Papa.
Crab, we're heading back to Dead Nettle. Muffy found what he was looking for.
Glad to hear it. Step aboard. Where did your friend run up to so fast?
I have no idea, but I think we made a childhood dream come true tonight.
I am so overwhelmed, I might spew right across the deck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna diagnose him with anything, but it did seem like he was very, single track interested in just finding a fossil. And, you know, because he has money, he can just be like, yep, that's all I'm gonna do with my life. Anyway, to the fort to finally fire that cannon I have so carefully prepared ahead of the time.
With the brooch at Crossbone Cove reflecting light back from the lighthouse, I knew exactly where to aim. I took a match out of the matchbook and lit the cannon's fuse. I felt like a pirate captain about to unleash a broadside barrage. Ready the cannons, you scurvy scallywags! Pull the ship to port, down with the mainsail! Buckle your swash and fire!
Yeah, don't forget to buckle your swash. There we go.
That looks like it might have worked.
Well, if it didn't, then we're in trouble. Yes, it's a good thing we know how to use a cannon and can fire one precisely into an opening of a cave that's so far away from us. No physics. Everything just works.
Well, blow me down. What's happened here? Did you do this, Murphy?
I needed to find a way in.
Well, Aladdin, I think you found your magic cave.
Yes, we have destroyed absolutely everything.
The cannon fire had worked. The boulders that had fallen in the rock slide were now rubble strewn across the beach, revealing what I'd been searching for. A dark cave winding into the cliffside. A ghostly glow flickered from the far end of the cave as I slipped on the seaweed-covered rocks trying to reach it. I began to fear the worst, but as I emerged in the subterranean chamber, I discovered it was actually the otherworldly glow of plankton.
So there's a skull in the back, but I assume we're here for the skeleton and the key. Hello, mister. I'm just here for your key.
I found you, Xavier. Your final expedition won't have been in vain.
I'm surprised that Rackham didn't steal those keys while he was murdering them.
Murphy McCallan, you will pay for your insolence.
I have the third key now, Rackham. The treasure doesn't belong to you. I will get to the Bellemore treasure before you.
Do you think this is a game, Murphy McCallan? You are toying with things beyond your understanding.
I think you're just nervous that I'm closer to finding the treasure than you are.
I will not be defeated by a mere mortal.
Hey, we're about to get punished.
Claim the treasure, I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There will be no escape from the terror and misery I will bring down upon you. Each time you sleep, I will turn your every dream into an unending nightmare.
I've survived your attempts to kill me twice now, Rackham. Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Even with the 3 keys, do you really think you can beat me to the treasure, Murphy? You are a mortal. I am an all-powerful spirit. I have looked upon the face of death, and still I remain here. Now it's time for you to look upon death too. Just as Xavier Bellemore drowned in the rising tide of this cave, so shall you.
Okay, time for another death or near-death experience. Run away!
When Rackham's earthquake finally stopped, I realized the route I'd followed into the cave was blocked. Tons of impenetrable rock and rubble now stood between me and the outside world. I was trapped. The only source of light was the glowing algae in the water, but even that dimmed to darkness when it went undisturbed in the quiet cave. At any point, the cave could fill up with seawater, drowning me just as it had Xavier. I needed to find a way out.
Yes, he couldn't get out of here, but we're gonna get out of here.
I didn't need to bother Xavier anymore.
Why? Maybe raise his spirit and he can tell us how we're gonna get out of here.
As I stood still, I noticed the algae beginning to dim. I'd read that its glow was triggered by vibrations, and without my footsteps, it was getting darker.
Okay, we have to run around to make it be light again, but what are we doing?
I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me, but the rock formations in the cave began to look like a skull and crossbones. So that's why they call it that.
I mean, that's what it was looking like already. Can we, like, stir the algae with a shovel? You know, make it,
I couldn't do that.
Can we put it in a bottle so we have a little light? Our trusty bottle for holding liquid.
I scooped up some of the algae water. With a quick shake to agitate it, the bottle began to shine like a blue lantern.
Okay. So we've got light. So what can we do now?
I didn't need to pour algae water on that.
No, don't pour it. Just look around with it.
I didn't need to pour algae water on that.
Yeah, good thing we kept it. But yes, what does it want us to do with it? Because I was like, oh, you know, you could inspect things with the bottle. Oh, there's a little...
As the darkness dimmed in the cave,
whirlpool.
I began to make out a faint luminescence in the form of a whirlpool. Some turbulence beneath the water was making the algae glow, and I hoped it might be an underwater tunnel.
Yeah, okay, but can we swim in
there? That might have been my only way out, but swimming through the darkness would have been far...
Yeah, okay, but can we use the bottle to swim? And then we can see what we're doing?
The lights below the water didn't offer much chance of escape, but at least it was better than waiting to drown in the cave. Using the bottle of algae as an underwater lantern, I waded into the water, then dived down below the surface.
Well, hopefully it's not too long of a cave, so we can swim all the way through without drowning ourselves.
The underwater tunnels felt like a maze. I pulled myself past jagged rocks and twisting passages, with only the ethereal blue glow of the algae to light my way, until finally, with only seconds of air left in my lungs, I reached the surface.
But we can't get rid of our trusty vest that fits everything in it.
There? It's dangerous to swim out here, you know. You could get washed into a sea cave or something.
Oh, thanks for the advice, Crab. I'll make a note of that. Green from the seawater I'd swallowed, I could at least say I'd survived being drowned. And now I had Xavier's key. That was it. All 3 skeleton keys. Now it was time to open the vault.
So he was here all this time, and he was like, oh, the cave has, you know, caved in, and maybe I should get help for that guy that just went inside. And no, he was like, don't swim in this. It's like, dude, you were just going to leave us here and no help us?
Rackham's cave-in had blocked off the route down to the cave completely. I wasn't getting down there again, and for my own safety, that was probably a good thing.
Okay, well, there's like debris here, but not something we can pick up or anything. Like, we already looked at the rowboat. You can't even click on it anymore. It's his magic clothes, right? They're fire resistant, water resistant, fit any item you may want to fit. You know, we need to find out where the tax auditors get their clothes.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
Actually, we don't even
I'm going to get
need
back
to talk to you.
luck.
We can just use the map to... No, we can't use the map to travel, okay.
Hello
We have
again,
to talk to him.
Hello, Murphy.
Okay, well, I would like to go back.
Head back to Dead Nettle, please.
Hop aboard, Murphy.
Okay, now can we go to the manor? and get our final key in. Because apparently we can finish this thing tonight. So it probably doesn't make sense to leave the ending for tomorrow if it's not too long from here.
I placed the third key into the mantelpiece and immediately heard a click.
Okay, the keys are turning slowly. It's a tunnel. I mean, yes, he's a ghost, right? How has he not figured out to get those keys and open this place, or just, I don't know
what exactly I was going to discover beneath the house, but it was time to find out.
Magically teleport in there, right? What's stopping him from doing that? But yes, there is a tunnel.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
This is the only way to save everyone in the house. I need to see what's down there.
A cry for help will make no sound, with secrets deep below the ground. Dare he walk into the black, for once he's in, he won't come back.
Okay. We're up to part 4, the coffin stone. So supposedly, we're almost there. Almost at the end.
The staircase coiled down and down beneath the house, carved out of the very rock the house sat on. Lit only by flickering lanterns, I worked my way towards the green glow beckoning me at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, here's the coffin.
Finally passing through the frame of a large metal door and into the Bellemore vault.
Just hanging like it's nothing.
That must have been the treasure coffin. The same one the Bellemore brothers traded for in the Caribbean. And that meant I had a pretty good guess what was inside, if I could find a way to reach it.
Okay, well, it's on some sort of crane.
There didn't appear to be a way to operate the crane.
Okay, maybe it has remote controls. Yeah, I don't know what Rackham's deal is that he can't just get this. Does he need us to open the coffin because it's ghost-proof or something silly like that? Okay, oh, we're doing some sort of ritual again. Okay, there's a hand wheel that might be for the crane.
I reached down to the hand wheel and pulled it from the glowing water, careful not to splash any on myself.
Yeah, who knows if our clothes are spirit waterproof.
Decades of exposure to the coffin stone had turned the water green with cursed energy, just like the spirit water in Moray's riverboat. I didn't want to put my hand in it.
What about your feet or something else? Can we put some in the flask?
The bottle I was carrying would be a better choice for that. I didn't need to keep it hot or cold.
Okay. Our trusty bottle. Now full of spirit water. I thought we still had the algae water, but apparently it's gone now. Cool. We've got Mountain Dew if we need it. We can just take a sip. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Okay, can we put this hand wheel on the crane and crank it up? Or down, in our case.
The hand wheel slotted perfectly onto the axle of the crane.
Yep. Turn it. There we go. It's going down. We're gonna be doing a ritual. That was a fud, for sure. Okay. Do we need to do a ritual to open it? Yeah, basically, that's what I think it is. It's some sort of thing where he can't do it himself, and we're basically the fool. Like the same he was using the sexy wizard on the boat, right? He was tricking him into doing everything in order to release the spirits. So I assume now he's tricking us in order to do everything that he needs for us to get his stuff done.
As I peered into the coffin, I saw for the first time the cursed artifact that had caused all of this. The coffin stone. Its surface is black as brimstone, each crack faceted like an emerald. Simultaneously beautiful and terrifying.
Okay, do we pick it up? Apparently we do.
And so the elusive artifact is found.
Rackham, you've lost. I found the coffin stone before you. Your plan has failed.
Congratulations, Murphy McCallan. But now I think it's time you hand it over to me.
I'll never give it to you.
Give it to me or die.
You've attempted to kill me 3 times now, and every time you've failed. You don't scare me anymore.
Yes. How convenient that you managed to escape 3 times. Such failure on my part would be terribly embarrassing. It's almost as though it was planned that way.
All a trick.
Could perhaps the perpetual threat of an evil phantom have motivated you to quicken your pace in finding the coffin stone? Without a demonstration of the threat, you might well have walked away. But you did exactly as I wanted. My powers outside this house may have been constrained to mere projections, and yet everything I needed was accomplished by you.
You wanted me to find the stone?
Now the foolish mortal understands. And just as you hold something valuable to me, I hold something that is valuable to you.
Abigail, are you okay?
I'm afraid she's very much under my spell again, McCallan. And for the final time, too. Her final struggle to escape the spell. All that energy she spent to warn you, wasted on someone as worthless as you. Now, because of it, she's trapped forever.
I'll save her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
I'll use the coffin stone to save her.
You know nothing about the stone, McCallan. Do you even know how to use its powers?
I know enough to not let you have it.
Let me tell you the final piece of the puzzle. The Bellemore treasure will belong to me. For years, I have studied and mastered powers beyond anything you could know. I deserve that stone. But as you've come to learn, Murphy McCallan, this magical artifact has one important rule. It will only work for its rightful owner. It cannot be stolen. It can only be bought or traded or inherited. I knew the Bellemores would never sell or trade it to me of their own volition. But if I were to marry Abigail, all our worldly goods would become one another's. If she inherited the entire Bellemore estate. Perhaps I underestimated her infatuation with that sailor. The need to look into the eyes of her true love as she vows I do. But tonight, it's time to perform the wedding again, and if she needs to gaze into her true love's eyes to go through with it, this time I will make that happen. Don't you remember yet, Murphy? Only you could be lured to the island. Only you could summon the spirits of the house. Only you heard the call of the treasure within. You've been here before.
Walking through the port town of Deadnettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank.
I know what your mind sees when your eyelids close. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
I've been dreaming about this treasure since I first read about it. It's like it's calling for me to find it.
It's like it can infect your dreams.
Even without lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me.
I suppose fate will always bring 2 soulmates together, even when they least expect it.
It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen.
And Murphy, this ghost story, Now it's your story, too.
You came back.
You were the sailor, Murphy McCallan. Welcome home.
Well.
It felt like I was falling through every memory of my life, and then every memory of the life I once lived, the realization crystallizing in my mind like a flash of lightning. I was the sailor. I remembered everything, an entire relationship coursing through my mind in seconds, and the tragic way it ended. But I'd come back for her. Abigail, you don't have to marry him. I remember. I loved you. I still love you.
It's too late, McCallan. She's my bride-to-be now.
She broke free of the spell the last time you tried to make her say I do. She'll do it again. It's me she wants to marry.
You're right about that. This time, it'll be your eyes she sees before her. I promised you death, Murphy, and I intend to deliver. For 33 years, I was trapped in this house. Now you'll be trapped here for eternity.
Oh no! He's taking my body!
Such a feeble vessel, but I'll have to make do.
He's got our body and he's got our stuff.
Excuse me, Mr. McCallan. I have a wedding I'm running frightfully late for, and I'd just die if I missed it.
And that's how I died. My body torn from its spirit, and then possessed by Rackham for his evil ends. All those times I'd read about the ghosts of Bellemore Manor, and now I was one of them. But just like those ghosts, death wouldn't be the end for me.
Well, I'm locked in here now.
If I could escape the vault.
Okay, well, what I was looking at is that it seems to lie on some things that could maybe be like a ritual thing if we're surrounded with things, but we don't have anything.
My body, Rackham had also taken all the belongings I'd collected. I wondered what he'd done with them.
Taken all our carefully collected things, but yes. I think when we started playing, someone in the chat called it that we're somehow the reincarnation of the sailor. Yeah, the song was quite elaborate about the history of the family and something to do with us. But yes, he's closed us in here. There was lots of symbols in the coffin.
Looking back
oh,
into the
my
treasure
stuff.
coffin, I found it now contained all the items I'd collected on my adventure.
Okay, I can have my
gathered
inventory
up all the
back.
belongings I'd been carrying. Rackham might not see their purpose, but if they'd helped me out once, they might be useful again.
Yes, they did say we were going to die multiple times and become a ghost and whatever. Yes, we've got our stuff back. So, he was pretty quick, just like, took the body, just shook him out into the coffin and was like, off I go to my wedding. Don't need your things. Okay, well, we've got our stuff and I assume we're locked in here. And yes, even when we're ghosts, our pockets still work, that we can fill them with things.
I tried with all my might to open the vault door, but with no luck. It had been locked from the other side.
Well, that's not very health and safety, having a vault door that doesn't open from the inside.
I tried with all my...
Okay. What do we have as an option then? Can we use our little hand drill? Drill a hole in the vault door?
The auger wasn't strong enough to get through the reinforced hinges on the vault door.
Okay, not the auger then. We've got some pliers.
There was nothing on the hinges for the...
Okay, not the pliers. Some spirit water, maybe it will melt it.
I didn't know what strange effects the spirit water had, but getting through metal hinges wasn't one of them.
Okay, well, fine then. We can strike it with a shovel.
I may not have been able to get through the vault door with brute force, but I could certainly make an impact on its hinges.
Our shovel's multi-purpose. for destroying things and digging. There we go. I fixed it. And we push.
I tried with all my might to open the vault door, but with no luck. It had been locked from the other side. Even with the hinges broken, the vault door was far too heavy for me to move with my bare hands.
Okay, well, can I use the crane for it? If I attach this to the door and then pull, will it go? Yeah, I mean, we are a ghost, but the ghosts here seem to still be constrained by, you know, physical things. We can't just...
the hook hung out of reach.
We can't just do stuff, apparently.
The hook hung out of reach.
Okay, apparently it's out of reach. If I put it down, is it in reach for me to grab? Or, you know, we're just not used to being a ghost yet, so we don't know we can just phase through things. We're still acting like we're a normal human being. Can I get it when it's at the bottom? Yep. Have the hook here. He's just slowly strolling. Not even as a ghost, he can't just like...
The hook was lowered as far as it could go.
Can't, you know, move faster.
The hook was lowered as far as it could go.
Okay, well, here it's even more useless. Can I put a...
There didn't seem to be much reason to attach the rope to the hook while it was lowered.
Okay. Is there much reason to attach to it while it's up? I thought he said he was out of reach while it was up, so I was like, I'll put it down and then do things. But now he's like, no, it doesn't make sense while it's lowered. Here we go, just going up and down. Okay, so can you like throw the rope on it while it's here? Is that what you wanted to do?
I had once won a wooden whistle in a lasso game at the county fair. Now it was time to play the game with a little more on the line.
So when we tried to lasso the chicken, he was like, oh, I can't lasso a chicken or whatever, but you can apparently do it with this hook and the rope. Yep. Just carefully move towards it. Hook it up on the door. Yep.
I attached the heavy metal hook to the handle on the door. Well, I hope that holds.
Now we pull. How hard can it be to open one door? Okay.
The vault door went crashing into the spirit water below, and in doing so gave me my escape route.
Moral objections to lassoing the chicken.
With no time to lose, I needed to get to the ballroom.
Okay, well, apparently we're going to the ballroom. Immediately.
We are gathered here today to join Abigail Bellemore and Murphy McCallan in holy matrimony.
Rackham's plan was taking shape. At the far end of the ballroom, Father Foskett was delivering the rites that would wed Abigail to Rackham, even if he'd possessed my body to do it. I needed to stop the wedding, and I didn't have much time left at all.
Can I like swing from the chandeliers? But also, if they get married...
Marching up to them without a plan wasn't going to be a wise move.
If they get married fraudulently, surely that doesn't count as a real wedding, and therefore he didn't really get anything from it, right? Because she's marrying me, even if he's in my body. Can I just chuck spirit water?
I didn't need to pour spirit water on that.
No, really? You don't need to chuck spirit water on that? Do we cast some sort of spell with the gree again? Because we still have this, right? For whatever reason, we have it.
I couldn't go any further and risk Rackham seeing me before I was ready to confront him.
Like, could we put things in the gree again? Although we don't have the right things, right? There's no way we're finding all of that stuff again. And I assume we can't leave the manor while we're ghostly. Any good refreshments? Maybe. Here's the... housekeeper, maybe she knows something.
I was trapped in the house. I needed
Okay.
to get my body back.
So we're constrained to within the
delicately
manor.
drawn writing on the chalkboard listed the schedule of events for the wedding.
Hello.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
It is certainly not a good evening. The kitchens aren't prepared, the flower arrangements are a shambles, and they've changed the schedule 3 times already.
The schedule?
Right behind me in black and white. And am I even permitted to see the wedding? Of course not, in case any guests arrive late. Through a door we're supernaturally barred from passing through. I almost daren't say it, but I'm on the verge of resigning my duties. I am the head of housekeeping. I deserve respect.
Yeah, I mean, you can just quit if you want.
I need to stop the wedding.
You shall do no such thing. I've put a lot of work into this event, and I won't have an off-the-street gutter snipe like you interrupting it. I'm barely hanging on as it is.
But we need to.
What did you say was on the chalkboard?
As I said, this is the schedule of tonight's events. I've spent the past 40 minutes writing that up, with all the calligraphic flair my teachers taught me in preparatory school. And now I'm hearing rumors that the schedule is going to change. No self-respecting housekeeper should have to deal with so much in such a short period. One more change, and I shall be handing in my notice.
Okay, time to mess with the
Goodbye, Mrs.
chalkboard.
Craddock.
Goodbye, indeed.
Well, we have a flag, so we could, like, erase something.
Don't you touch that!
Okay, but I guess we have to distract her first. Wait for her to be rubbing her temples again until she's not looking.
The feathers were too soft to clean the chalkboard.
Okay, well, can you, like, touch your head? Okay, let's check the refreshments, if we can get past.
Just as true roses may grow.
The peculiarity of what was happening didn't seem to faze the ghosts in attendance, who watched with an eerie calm. I couldn't go any further
Okay,
and risk
well-
Rackham seeing me before I was ready to confront him.
Okay, so we have to do all the preparations before we can go in there and touch anything. So yes, I think we need to erase this, but she needs to not be looking at it for whatever reason. So we have to cause some sort of disturbance to divert her attention. I assume we have to go through the different rooms and do stuff. The priest is gone because obviously he's doing his priesty things at the
The pot
weddings.
was practically empty again, with only a few drops of liquid wax left at the bottom.
Okay, we're gonna need to wax something again. I'm not quite sure what, but
Nope.
I am sure it will be a thing. He's almost out of rum.
Leave it there, boy. I'm saving it for the toast.
It was clear that if I wanted it, I was going to have to persuade the colonel to let me take it. A tricky task when he was deafer than Beethoven wearing earmuffs.
Yes, but he's a
Good
ghost.
evening, Colonel.
No, thank you. I don't have an appetite.
Yes, he can't hear us, so he won't speak to us, so he can't have his rum. Okay. Is there anything in this garden room? Nope. Still just for looking outside. Can we go look at our skeleton outside? Look, it's me!
It was a strange feeling, staring at a decaying skeletal body that, once upon a time, used to be me. Knowing the skeleton belonged to a former version of myself, I didn't feel quite as uneasy taking a piece of it.
Okay, we're taking out the bone. So we are doing the ritual again. Yes, he's also wearing some stuff, but yes. So we are doing the ritual again.
In a flash of inspiration, a plan came into my mind. The summoning spell revealed that which is hidden within. Maybe it could reveal the evil spirit that was hidden within my mortal body, if I could find all the ingredients. I placed the skeletal finger in the gree-gree. That would work as the bone fragment.
Okay, so we have the bone again. Okay, so now we're crossing them. We need the rum again. So, okay, he has the rum. There's a silver coin in the garden in the statue. Well, we can't go to the fort for the gunpowder, so we're gonna have to find the dueling pistols, maybe. Feathers, chalk, and coffin nails. Okay. We're gonna have to find some of that. So yeah, if we go through here, what's in here now? Anything they left for us to find or take?
I didn't need to...
Okay, no searching for a book right now. The weather outside looks a bit green.
Now was...
Anything in the cellar for us to pick up? Can we like shake the barrel, you know, find some extra rum in there?
I had already taken the last of the rum.
Fine. There's some boxes.
I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my immediate situation needed a set of matching crockery or monogrammed dish towels.
Never know. Find fireworks for something. Can we open the firework to get the...
I didn't need to cut that.
Gunpowder, or do we just put the firework in the
Knowing the
gree-gree?
explosive contained gunpowder, I placed the firework into the gree-gree.
Okay, that just works as is. So that's two of the things. Yeah, I mean, there was the coffin with the stone. But yes, I don't know whether it had any nails in it or was it sealed in some other way, right? But we can check that out. We can play the piano now. The musician has moved. Not sure why we would do it, but we
My piano
can.
repertoire consisted only of a few bars of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I thought it best not to inflict that upon anyone.
Okay, fine. He doesn't want to play. But yes, we can get the coin from the garden, I assume.
Walking back into the conservatory, I could hear the unnerving hum of electricity. The outer casing of the automaton had been removed. Clearly, Rupert was undertaking some maintenance on it.
Okay then, but can I have the coin back, please?
The interior of the automaton was laced with wires, fuses, and other dangerous-looking electrical devices. Even as a ghost, it didn't feel safe to touch anything inside it.
Like, we're dead now! How much more dead we can be?
I couldn't do that. I needed to think.
Like, what are you afraid of? Well, there's the casings here.
The casings were elaborately formed sheet metal meant for the automaton, and not very useful for much else.
Yeah, but could you just put it on the automaton? Ah, I want my coin.
The danger sign dangling from the automaton warned of electrocution. Now it wasn't just the plants in the conservatory that were deadly, it was the statuary too. But being dead already, I decided to take the risk.
Okay, so touching it a no-no, but pouring random spirit water, yeah, it's like, let's do it. Okay, there's our coin.
I took the engraved coin from the automaton's now open hand.
Yep, get it in the pouch.
Being made of silver, the engraved coin was just right for going into the gree-gree.
Okay, so 3 things down. We know where the rum is. We don't know about the feathers, chalk, and coffin nails. But we will find out. Let's see about the coffin and whether there are any nails on it, or do we have to find some other coffin with some other nails before we go and start searching the bedrooms. Well, yeah, there are nails here, so we can probably use the pliers.
One by one, I pried the old nails from the coffin.
Oh, just stick a whole feather duster into the gree-gree. I mean, how big is that pouch? It basically works as the same as our
I
vest.
placed the coffin nails into the gree-gree.
We can stick a whole feather duster in it?
I placed the feather duster in the gree-gree. That would work as black feathers.
Yeah, so I mean, yes, if we put the chalk on the flag and then we can stick a flag in it, that would work, but we need to get the woman...
It was a manuscript that looked...
to stop looking at it, because she is not letting us touch it. And then we also have to convince the colonel that we need the rum. Okay, how can I get you to not look at it? Huh?
Don't you touch that!
Blow on your face with the bellows.
I thought I'd keep that to myself.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna tell her the schedule has changed. And she's gonna quit.
Noticing the similarity between Mrs. Craddock's chalk artistry and the wedding schedule, it was time to ask some questions. Are the times on your chalkboard correct?
Excuse me. Whatever do you mean?
Well, it's just that I was given this other schedule and the times are very different from yours. Maybe things have been shuffled around?
No, this can't be. How am I expected to work under these conditions? A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. If they keep reconsidering every decision, I can't be expected to keep up with it.
Yep, definitely different. This looks like it'll take ages to fix.
That's it! They're already at the altar. I shall be taking my leave. Somebody else can hand out the vol au vents.
With the noise and waddling motion of a cranky goose, Mrs. Craddock strode across the grand hall, through a doorway, and out of sight.
Okay, and now we can wipe up the chalk.
Like a guilty schoolchild held back after class, I rubbed down the chalkboard.
Yeah, we're rubbing it all out.
And came away with the flag covered in chalk dust.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't being very nice to us, and especially that she should know.
I placed the chalk dust covered flag into the gree-gree.
That we look exactly like the guy that was originally supposed to marry her, so she's like, you know, being super rude to us instead of recognizing us. Or maybe she does recognize us and she's like, yes, you're definitely not marrying her, you poor sailor boy. Okay, so just need the rum. So it's probably we have to give him something. What would you like, mister? Huh? Well, we still have the bottle. Like, could we put something in the bottle to trade him for the glass? Unless, like, you want some... Well, the problem is he's deaf and we used up his ear... Unless
Good
we go...
evening, Colonel.
I can't tell you that, or it won't come true.
Maybe we can go back to the bedroom and get his ear trumpet back, and then he will be able to hear us. Because right now, he's not able to hear and he's just saying random things. Yeah, can I have the ear trumpet back? Yes, I can.
Horn. Abigail had no need for it anymore.
Okay, back to him. Yeah, make spirit rum. Okay, here's your trumpet. Use it and we can talk.
Would you like your ear trumpet back?
It's no use. I can't hear a blasted thing you say. I wish I had my ear trumpet back.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yes, we're definitely gonna cook something in that fireplace.
Thank you, my boy.
And there's some wax in there as well.
I suppose now that Foskett's not here, I can enjoy a little peace again.
Why aren't you at the ceremony?
The ceremony?
I think everybody's gone through to the ballroom for the wedding.
Well, I didn't hear an announcement.
Because you're deaf.
I wondered why.
Okay, well, go
Good
then.
evening, Colonel.
Are you gonna go? No, he's just poking his nose.
I need to stop the wedding.
An objection? Oh, how exciting! I objected at a wedding once. The unfortunate part was that I was the groom.
Okay.
Do excuse me. I'll be back.
I'll drink to that.
Would you like me to top off your drink?
Oh, yes, my boy. Good plan. I meant to save it for the toast, but who can blame a man when such temptation is right in front of him?
Okay, now he lets us take it to top it off, because previously he was like, oh no, I'm saving
I
it.
poured the rum from the Colonel's glass into the gree-gree. That was the final ingredient. Now I just needed one more thing, an image of the focus. And this time, the focus was going to be me.
We don't have a picture of ourselves anymore, right? Where would we get a picture of ourselves? Maybe she had one or something.
It was a painting of the gazebo I recognized from the cliff top.
Did she have any pictures of us? Can we take a picture of ourselves? I already have it. I already have the picture ourselves. I mean, I know we had a... Oh, it's in the captain's license.
I remembered the photograph of me that had been taken earlier that night, still privately tucked away inside the captain's license. I folded it up and placed it inside the gree-gree, knowing that it would work perfectly to direct the spell towards its focus, my own body. And so the spell was ready. Now it was time to confront Rackham.
Okay, we're ready. Yes, I forgot that we faked the captain. I was like, we took a picture of ourselves, but then I was like, did we use it up? No, it was in the captain's license. We're ready.
As two streams converge to form one, so too shall you flow together.
Crash this wedding.
If anyone can show just cause why these two may not lawfully be wed, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
She doesn't love him.
You meddlesome fool! I am her groom. I will marry her.
Rackham has been using dark magic. The bride is under a love spell, and he's possessed my body for this wedding.
Your claims are the ravings of a madman. Vosket, resume the ceremony at once. Yes. Then, by the power vested in me...
You've underestimated me for the last time, Rackham. If you won't return to me what is mine, I have the power to take it. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
I now declare you...
Okay. We're doing it! We're saving ourselves! We've put a whole ghost in our vest.
Husband and wife.
Murphy, I'm back. We're married.
No! No! You may now kiss the bride.
And we're instantly married as well.
You fool! You've destroyed everything!
I've saved everything, including the one I love. But there is one thing that needs to be destroyed, Rackham, and that's you.
Okay. We can talk to Abigail, we can get the coffin stored, we can talk to Rackham. But also, aren't we like 13 million in debt? You know, since, you know, that's what we came here to do, right? We came here to collect on the fact that they owe taxes. So now that we've married into the family, we're 13 million in debt. Like, do we grab the stone or do we talk to her first? Now I'm like, oh, can this go wrong? If I do something, will, you know, he jump for the stone and curse us all? Is there a correct order of things to do in this final moment? Maybe I should save the game. Yes, let's save. So, in case I mess it up, we're good. Because, yeah, if I talk to her...
Abigail, what should I do?
You need to stop Rackham, Murphy!
Rackham, what should I do?
This ends tonight, Rackham.
Okay, do I just grab the stone then? That's it? Use it on him, or use it on her to bring her back? Right? Like, do I get my bride back? Or do I destroy him? Get my bride back?
The coffin stone's power was to steal life, and I didn't want to take what Abigail had left.
Okay, it's just to steal life. So steal
Murphy,
his life.
Now that we're married, the power of the stone is yours too.
And for once, it'll be used for good.
No.
Rackham, be gone.
No!
Okay. We've exorcised him. He is gone.
I knew you'd do it, Murphy. Do you remember now?
I can't believe I ever forgot you.
I knew you'd come back. Even if just for a final goodbye.
Goodbye? Why goodbye?
The spell is broken. The ghosts of the house are able to move on.
The ghosts
As
are
I looked
dying.
around us, I saw each ghost in the audience fading away as they passed over to the spirit realm, each with a grateful smile. With the heartbreaking realization, I knew Abigail would be next.
Murphy, I think I have to go with them now.
I can't lose you again, Abigail.
It was worth it to see you one last time. You freed me. Thank you, Murphy, for everything.
No, I won't let this be the end.
Are we gonna become evil by trying to save her with the stone?
The coffin stone glowed green with the stolen years of Rackham's life. For once in a lifetime of evil, Rackham could do something good. The coffin stone captures a person's remaining years, and now it holds Rackham's. Abigail, I give them to you.
It's glowing. We're doing magic. Okay. It's just a rock. She's now full of his evil years. We did it!
Back.
Just like you came back for me. Nothing could keep us apart. Not even death.
33 years without you. I never thought I'd be able to hold you again.
33 years stuck in this house. Come on, Murphy. Let's go see the sunrise.
And off they go to watch the sunrise. Yes, I'm not sure if that's a good trade or not, right? Pile of money or one
So how does it feel
undead
being a
bride.
treasure hunter?
It would have been easier if I'd remembered what the treasure was this whole time. All those dreams I had of a treasure calling out to me from this house. It wasn't $13 million. It wasn't even the coffin stone. It was you. You were the treasure.
And you found me.
Why did nobody tell me who I was from the beginning?
You couldn't just be told you're in love with someone you don't recognize. You needed to remember it yourself. I knew it would happen eventually.
Why did nobody living recognize me?
Rackham had all kinds of powers I'm not sure we'll ever understand. For years, he'd been trying to erase all memories of you. His plan relied on it. To everyone else, you became just a blur. How could anyone really make the leap to realize you're a reincarnation from 30-something years ago? You didn't even know it yourself.
How did I come back from the spirit realm?
Don't you remember?
No, I remember the moment I died, and then the earliest memories of this new life I've been living, but nothing in between.
Madame Planchette told me that spirits can come back if their ties to the mortal realm remain strong enough. But even she doesn't know more than that. Who knows if we'll ever find out?
Just magic.
What happened to all the ghosts in the house?
They'll all have crossed over now. So many years of life destroyed by Rackham's deeds. And he didn't even need the coffin stone to do it. The spirits no longer had much to keep them here in the mortal realm anymore. They'll be happier that way. And we all end up there eventually.
In some cases, we come back.
Yeah, but yes, now we have a wife, a giant manor, broken balcony we need to fix, and once again, we've got zero money to maintain this place.
What happened to Rackham?
I don't know, but I hope his spirit was destroyed. I'd hate to think it's moved on to the spirit realm. All I do know is that we don't have to worry about him here anymore.
Yeah, all that spirit water. Maybe we'll figure out how to make money on it.
What are we going to do with the coffin stone?
It stayed safe in the vault for over 30 years. For now, perhaps that's where we should return it to. I think it's our duty now to watch over it, to make sure it never falls into evil hands.
Again. So, this is the end of our adventure.
This is only the beginning, Murphy. It took a bit longer than we expected, but we're married now, after all these years.
The rest of our lives are ours again.
Till death do us part.
And even longer than that.
Oh. And it's a happy ending. Presumably. Until someone else decides to come and try to collect the stone or something like that. There we go. We did it. We were foolish mortals, but not foolish enough for him to complete his evil deeds. So, yeah, there we go. We've completed it. Yeah, I mean, it had a bunch of those, point and click silliness of like, oh, what's the next thing to do? What's this, what that? But I mean, at this point is almost what you accept if you want to play point and click, right? You just have to deal with it because that's how it is. But yeah, the writing was pretty funny, I thought, right? Like pretty fun dialogue and some pretty fun things to do, fish forgery and general, destruction of the island that we inflicted upon everyone. We should probably become friends with the child before she takes over the world, so that, when she does become evil Empress of the universe, she spares us from the horrible things she's gonna do to everyone, right? We know her plan, so we're gonna be prepared. Yes, everyone's gonna figure out we were the evil person committing all those crimes, and then we'll be in trouble. Yeah, that woman's just gonna be camping out outside of our house, taking pictures and writing articles about everything we've done. She's gonna figure it out one day that we were the bandits, and then we're gonna be in trouble. So I hope you enjoyed this game. That means I have to find something else for tomorrow's stream, because I was kind of expecting it would have taken a bit longer with the 2 chapters remaining. So I guess if I can't find anything else, we can just go back to playing the rest of the Escape Simulator 2, since we still have 3 of the pirate rooms to do. So that's probably gonna be about the stream. So yeah, we'll see tomorrow, I guess. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for chatting or just lurking in the background and watching. Thank you to everyone who liked the stream. It helps the channel, and I hope to see you all soon for another game. And more things that we gotta puzzle out and crack. So have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye!